Okay. Blessings to everybody, man. Get up in here and do me a favor. I know it all came at once, but I didn't have time to, give the preparation notification before we go live because I had some things I had to take care of, and the only reason why we didn't go, and no justifiable excuse, because sin is late, but I had to take that call. It was a prison call, so that's the only reason why we're late. But just to let you guys know, at 10 o'clock. EST time, Monday through Friday, at 10 o'clock, unless something had transpired or something, but at 10 o'clock, EST time in the morning, early morning game. We bringing that back. 10 o'clock, EST time, early morning. You don't need no notification. You just know that at 10 o'clock, EST time, that's when we supposed to go live. My bad on today. I had to take that phone call. People on the Patreon, IG, that I've been up. I've been up for hours. I had to, basically mess with the little program because I wasn't able to upload some of the movies that I had. But as you see, I got Sugar Hill up there. And we have, to me, that was better than Charlie. J Moss did his thing. Tank can sing his butt off, man. But he had no business, doing all them damn. It didn't take all of that. Touch somebody and say it didn't take all of that. But Charlie so far for me, I would have to say that Charlie Wilson is in the lead for the Can We Get to the Yams challenge, man. For him to be the age that he is and for his voice to still be, Charlie still can get down. No disrespect to Stevie. I love Stevie, but Stevie can't get down like he used to vocally, but Charlie can. When they had a comparison, who, Charlie or Ryan Isley, I would have to say that as much as I love Ryan Isley in their primes, that's a coin toss. But I would have to say, as far as catalog is concerned, the Isley brothers definitely will outdo the Gap Band. And I love the Gap Band. But as far as singing wise, with Charlie and Ron, it's really like, what's your preference? I love both, so it's very hard for me. But in today's day and age, Ron falsetto is not what it used to be. So I'm definitely going to have to go with Charlie Wilson in today's day and age, because Charlie just still got it, man. Much love to Charlie, in the Gap Band. But blessings to everybody that's in attendance. Y'all make sure, man, that y'all come in and greet one another. Yeah, we don't take, today for granted. Not at all. Do me a favor. Get them likes up. Yeah, get them likes on one accord, with the viewers. We already got 400 people. Should have had more, but, it wasn't no preparation, nothing. I just came in and went live, and y'all just showed up. I love my people. I love the fact that, yesterday we had over 1,200 people up in here yesterday, and I ain't have no thumbnail or no fancy title or a celebrity's name or wasn't roasting no YouTuber, but just put the letter P up. Just put the letter P in there, man. You know what I'm talking about? And over 1,200 people show up, with just me putting the letter P, in the title, man. You know what I mean? So that just let me know, man, that the game, how y'all fellowshipping with me. You dig? I appreciate that. But yeah, let's get them likes, to 300, man. And hopefully, man, today, and I know y'all, I know people getting ready to leave. I know y'all about to throw, shit all at your damn phone right now. I know, like, man, he about to fuck it up. He about to start this video offline. But I gotta say this. I gotta say it because I sincerely mean it. This shouldn't take long. You know what I mean? I really want to make this really like a good 90 minutes. I don't really want to go over 90 minutes, man. But you know how the game take over. Oh, man, Isaiah done already came in with the tomatoes, man. Oh, man, listen, man. I'm not lying, man. This should not take long. Believe me when I tell you. 3 hours later. Justin, man, appreciate that 20, man. Good looking. Tapping in from that South Korea. Oh, man, blessings to you, man. Keep doing your thing. Shout out to Paulina. Shout out to all the beautiful ladies up in here. Hold on, let me get my thing. I got to do it. I appreciate the fellas and everything like that. But when I be seeing the ladies up in here, you know what I mean? Especially, the fine, attractive women who got their hair done, they got their nails done. I know you looking good. I know you smelling good. This genuinely, this is how I see and feel when I see your profile picture in my comment section and I see y'all fine ass up in here. This is how see and be feeling right here.
Oba Shata. Sheta Bam Sikotabo. Bleba. Ha 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 ha. Oba Shata. Sheta Bam Sikotabo. Bleba. Ha 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 ha.
Oh yeah, I had to sneak that in. Oh, I seen that, man. That when I tell you I fell out dying laughing. But shout out to the ladies, man. Blessings to all the ladies. Hey, do me a favor, man. Get them likes all the way up. You know what I mean? And share the video. Hold on, let me get my Hassan cam on. Man, they playing with my numbers. Man, we were just at 400, man. And they dropped it down to 337, man. The fans don't want me to teach this game. The feds don't want me to preach this game. That's the system. The Illuminati, man, is playing with my numbers. They playing with my numbers. Hold on. Why Sepulveda Prince? Why hold on? Oh, man, I ain't worried about that. The goofies be coming all on little fake things. But, yeah, I know that was an accident. Shout out to Sepulveda Prince. Accidents do happen, man. John, appreciate that 20. Good looking. Oh, my God, they put our numbers back to 414. The fans is playing with our numbers. Oh, me down with it. The fans, they watching us. They don't want me to teach this game. They don't want me to teach this pimping. Get that brother the Cash App. I noticed that, man. People be asking for the Cash App, man. And some of the moms don't be sharing it, man. Hey, get that brother the Cash App, man. Yeah, blessings to that brother, man. He want to send something on the cash. But let me play with it. The fans don't want me to teach the game. The government, they watching. They playing with my numbers. Hey, do me a favor, man. Get my likes up. Sepulveda Prince, I appreciate you for that, man. Good looking. If you got PayPal, you could really just go to my website. If you don't have my PayPal account, you could just go there and just get the PayPal link from my website, you know what I mean, and post that. And I definitely want y'all to come, you know what I mean, to the Patreon. And let me just say this. I know you guys are going to hate me for saying this, but let me just say this, man. I agree with Dre. I'm not going to give up on Kanye. I know that Kanye has some mental problems. And I just think that's unfair for everybody to keep criticizing and going in on him. And you know that he's having that not only is he bipolar, but look at everything that's transpired in his life. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like when you see an individual on drugs, I'm not going to judge you while you high and on drugs. You're not even yourself. You're just saying anything and everything right now. You're not even in your right state of mind. I can't, every now and then God will use you, but I have to pretty much eat the meat and spit out the bones with you. When God is using you, I say, oh, okay, that's cool. And then when I see that you're not right, I have to bag away. Now, one thing we have to say, even when Kanye is at his best, he's not the most articulate brother. He's not a Malcolm. He's not a Farrakhan. He's not a Khalid. He ain't no Umar. He's not none of that. He's not eloquent in speech. When has Kanye ever represented himself right, you know what I mean, verbally, eloquently? When this happened? So this is nothing new. I know what he was saying. I can make that same statement. I can tell you, hey, there's some things about Adolf Hitler, whether you like him or not, him being demonic and everything, but he had some characteristics that if you study, you'll be like, you know what? He's an evil motherfucker. I don't fuck with this dude. But as far as what he did here, what he did there, the discipline he shown there, how he went from a corporal, you know what I mean, to basically creating his own military. You have to have a great mind to do things like this. So there are some things about Adolf Hitler that if you study his life and you just look at things logically, get out your feelings and emotions, yeah, there were some things about him that, you know what I mean, even you'd be like, wow. Just like when I read that when he actually used to teach, when he would be sitting over there before the people and teaching, he would feel such a rush while he was teaching. The man said that he came before. That's how powerful the speech was. It kind of reminded me of New Jack City when Ice-T had Wesley Snipes and he was like, I want to kill you so bad, my dick is on hard. That nigga said, Adolf Hitler said, the speech was so powerful that I nutted. I came. It was like being with a woman. That's how great the speech was to me. I was just so overwhelmed. I came. That's somebody that is really on a demonic dimension. You know what I mean? He is so into what he's saying. The man came with the hate speech. You know what I mean? He is so like consumed in what he's saying. He not in no pussy, but he came like he was in one. I was like, this motherfucker crazy. But at the same time, it just shows you how much he valued the things that he was saying. And the things that he was saying, he didn't even fit the description of what he was saying. But guess what? It just shows you the power of the microphone. It shows you the power of how you can say things, how you can release things out your mouth. This man conveyed the perfect race of people, and he was not identical to that at all. But because of the way he said it, the power that he released it with, the way he conducted himself, they followed him. Oh, there's a lot to be learned from Adolf Hitler. Brother Kanye just did not articulate himself right. But no, there are some things that you can learn from Adolf Hitler. Fuck what everybody is saying. No, there are some things that you definitely can learn from him. You would be in awe seeing him come from that to that and that to that. It just shows you the power of words. Words have power. That's some of what I'm about to teach right now. But that has power. So no, I didn't agree when they was all in the comment section talking about some, man, he praising Adolf Hitler. He wasn't praising Adolf Hitler. I don't think the man was praising him and saying, oh, I'm thankful for what he did, you know what I mean, to the so-called Jews. No, I don't think he did that. He just doesn't know how to articulate himself, even at his best. That's not what he does. He's a music genius. He's a great, producer. He's cold at that. That's what he does. Is he a great businessman? No. Is he a great speaker? No. That's not what he does. I don't want you to believe in this. That goes with me, anybody, any singer, preacher. Don't be so wrapped up and tied up in somebody's gift that you believe all the myths that come out their mouth. Now, I fuck with Kanye. I love the fact that he's from Chicago. To me, he's the second biggest thing to come from the city. And he did very well. But I'm not having no praise and worship service with him. His new voice is irritating. That ain't his new voice. That dude, listen, Kanye got some game about himself. Notice that when he get around niggas, I'm gonna leave this alone after I say this. Kanye is a sponge. Whatever environment that he's in, that's the energy that he's going to get, and that's the energy that he's going to give you. So if you put him in Chicago, back around Chicago niggas, and he stay around them for a long time, Kanye will jump on social media, and everybody be like, ooh, Kanye coming back. That's the old Kanye. Then if you put him back in Calabasas, he come around on the Hollywood people and all the little white friends and shit. You gonna be like, oh my God, Kanye, you losing your mind. Kanye is whatever his fucking environment is at that time. If he's around Candace Owens, he's gonna be the male version of Candace Owens. If you put him around, the GDs and and some of his old friends and all of that shit, then you'll see some Chi-Town come out here and there and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But he is whatever environment he's in at that time. He is a true chameleon. He doesn't have a true identity. Yes, he's a very gifted man, but no, he is whatever his environment is. And I know a lot of people like that. Like, damn, he was around the pimping. Once he got around the pimping, he became pimpish as a motherfucker. Damn, but boy, when he get around them gangbangers, man, you know what I mean? That nigga started banging. Like, damn, man, I thought that nigga was just throwing up pimping, man. He was riding around listening to pimpish music. But when he get around his gangbanging friends, man, and he come to Hood Day and, all of that shit, you gonna get a whole different energy. I've seen it. Like, damn, he was just popping pimping. Now he like, what's up, blood? What's happening with it? You know what I mean? I've seen it. I've seen niggas go to Bible class and we was in there, you know what I mean? Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I love to sing your praises. You know what I mean? And then after, yes, Lord, bless your name, God. Lord, you're so worthy, Lord. Thank you for another day. And then once nigga hit the yard, hey, blood, hey, you about to sit up there and play ball with us right quick? Yeah, man, we need another person, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Man, fuck that, man. You know what I mean? Nigga, run that shit. Nigga, you acting soft as hell right now. Stop playing, blood. You know what I mean? I'm telling you. I've seen niggas all in Bible class, you know what I mean, in jail, crying their heart out. And then once they got around their gang-banging friends, it was like, damn, hold on, is this the same dude? I've seen it too many times. Niggas become the environment that they in. I've seen guys, you know what I mean, once they're in the hood, they getting at black bitches and shit like that, and they getting at the black women. Then, you know what I mean, you take them somewhere else, you know what I mean, around white women, and it's like, damn, why the homie acting like this? You know what I mean? Damn, his voice done changed and everything. Like, so where exactly are you from? Oh, yeah, I've been there a couple of times. Wow. No, I actually have a cousin that's there. Wow, that amazes me. Wow, I just keep running into people from... Like, wow, what a coincidence. Like, damn, my nigga, how you switch your voice up and shit? Like, goddamn. So, again, we have people who become the environment that they in. Kanye is one of them dudes. He one of them dudes. Whatever environment that he in, that's who he gonna be. If you put him around a whole bunch of white and Jewish guys, and you're gonna be like, man, why Kanye acting white? I'm telling you, he's whatever the environment is. Let me see. Okay, Brown Hornet, man, appreciate that 20, man. Good looking, fam. Thank you for the respect. Shout out to Brown Hornet, man. Demetrius, appreciate that 20, fam. Hold on, let me do this with Punchy. Hold on. Shout out to Meg. I like her profile picture for some reason. Shout out to Cam for short. I already said what's up to John. Y'all came in with the 20s today. I feel loved. I feel blessed. Tell somebody and say, I feel blessed with my broke ass. The other voice. Yeah, baby, the other voice. It's actually a good skill to have and moving in any room. It is, but You got to have wisdom on when to use it. Clyde, what's happening with it? Divine, what's going on? Okay, I've talked shit, long enough. I think it's time to get to this game. Amen. If you don't mind, I just want to get to this game. You know what I mean? Ordained Gasser, what's happening with it? You know what I mean? Bill, what's going on with it? Hey, Malika, hey, Q. Israel, what's happening? John Q, TK Moss, what's going on? But without any further ado, Ant, what's happening? Getting back to this game that we never left. I want to put something in your spirit, today. I'm speaking to the individuals in the game, but it's so much game on the table. It's so much food on the table that you don't got to be in the game to get the game. Because like I say, the game is so impeccable that it's applicable to anybody in any lifestyle that they're participating in. That's how beautiful this game is, So I just want to shoot this to you because reality is that, whether you believe in the game or whether you believe in the word, I don't know what your personal belief is. But one thing I hope that you believe in, if you don't believe in God, if you don't believe in the word, if you don't believe in the game, if you don't believe in none of that, I just want to ask you something. Do you believe in yourself this morning? Do you believe in yourself? Do you at least believe in that? And if you don't, hopefully, the teachings, the game that's ministered on this platform, at least, you'll have some, type of enlightenment, some type of encouragement, to get to that. And I appreciate that. Thank you. But if I can just get you guys, you don't need a Bible. But if you have Google, I don't want you to think I'm making anything up. That's why I'm telling you to do this, because I don't want you to think that I'm making anything up. So if you could, I just want you to go to Google if you don't have a Bible, so you can see the confirmation of what I'm saying. Seeing just make scriptures up. I'm actually not. But when you get a chance, I want you to go to one of Paul's epistles called 2 Corinthians. And I want you to look at the 5th chapter. And I want you to look at the 7th verse. Again, 2 Corinthians, the 5th chapter and the 7th verse. Amen. And I want you to get this in your spirit. The same way that, most people be memorizing, certain things that they love and certain quotes and things. I want you to memorize this. Because whether, whatever denomination, or maybe you're in a non-denomination, I don't know. That's not really my concern. But I want you to read 2 Corinthians, the 5th chapter and the 7th verse. And it reads, "For we walk by faith, not by sight." I want you to get that in your spirit. We walk by faith and not by sight. We walk by faith. What is faith? According to scripture, when you go to the book of Hebrews and you look at the 11th chapter and you look at the 1st verse, I'll give you time. I know everybody is not versed in the word, but I want you to go to Hebrews, the 11th chapter. And when you get there, I want you to look at the 1st verse. And when you get there, it's going to say, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." Again, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So, in my lifestyle, I told you on yesterday, for those who are straight lace, what is straight lace? A person living according to the rules and regulations of the lifestyle. They never mix it to fix it. They never get into any activities that's contrary to the lifestyle. I told you guys that, comparing a person who actually does nothing but pimp and you compare this guy to somebody who sells drugs and, you know, has other hustles, and shout out to that guy that has other hustles and things like that, you know, blessings to that man. But in the lifestyle of pimping, you know, and I want all of you guys to listen, you know, especially for the young guys that's professing to be in this lifestyle. I want you to understand that if you're not pimping according to the rules and the regulations of the game, you're not pimping. Even if the outcome was a great income, that does not change wrong into right. You have to pimp according to the rules and regulations of the game. In the game of basketball, if you shoot a three and you're out of bounds, no matter, even if you shot it from half court, it could have been as beautiful as a Larry Bird, Chris Mullin, you know, Steph Curry type of shot, man. I mean, man, it was beautiful. But if you were out of bounds when you hit the shot, it does not count. Why? Because you were out of bounds when you hit that shot. Therefore, by you hitting that shot out of bounds, it don't count. Again, if you hit that shot, no matter how you shot it, laid it up, dunked it, shot the three, if you're out of bounds, then it does not count. Same with this game. If you selling drugs, if you got other, you know, activities going on, other hustles and street hustles and things like that, robbing niggas, and or you coming in, you got the hoe in there dating, and you coming in there with the guns and stuff, y'all both robbing the trick together, you know, all type of little goofy shit. You know, no, that's not this pimping. You're out of bounds. Some of y'all is getting money, but it just don't count. Why? Because you're out of bounds. You know, completely out of bounds. You know, but I wanted to make this plain. In this lifestyle for the straight-laced pimp, there's going to be some ups and downs and turnarounds. There's going to be some adversities that come. It's going to be some days, man, where it's like, man, I don't even know why I'm doing this shit. Man, fuck this, fuck these bitches. I'm done. These bitches are stupid. These niggas are stupid. I'm done with this shit. I'm talking to people that, you know, pimp according to the rules and regulations of the game. And, you know, within the lifestyle, sometimes, man, it'll get so hard, especially if you're looking at things, you know what I mean, the way that anybody else would look at it. What am I saying? Any human would look at it. Any square would look at it. How a regular man would look at it. A regular woman would look at it. It will cause you to give up if you just look at it from your earthly sight. If you just look at it like a regular motherfucker would look at this situation and circumstance, you're going to give up. You're going to quit. You're going to say, fuck this shit, man. Man, the game got me fucked up. It definitely put something on me, man, that I can't bear. I ain't got time for this shit. I didn't sign up for all of this. You know, looking at things from, you know what I mean, that type of perspective, from that sight, you're going to give up. You're going to say, fuck this. Man, these hoes ain't shit. They ain't what they used to be. Man, what's the use? You're going to sit up there and retire before you get started. But even in this lifestyle, even a lifestyle of carnality, reality is that even the knowledge that I just conveyed to you out from spirituality is still applicable to what you're doing. Because you got to have faith even in the game. You got to have faith even in the lifestyle. That's why I said in the beginning, you got to be careful of even what you say, regardless of this bad circumstance. You got to be watchful of what, you know, you can't just be, oh man, fuck this. Man, you end up sitting over there speaking a bad circumstance into existence. Watch what you say. But going back to the scripture, we walk not by sight. We don't walk by that. Because if a motherfucker walk by sight, even in this game, in this lifestyle, it's going to cause you to give up. Damn, man, the car no due. Damn, man, you know what I mean? The bitch done blew. Damn, man, I'm on parole. Damn, man, I'm on probation. I can't move the way I want to move right now. Damn, man, I ain't got a car right now. Damn, man, you know what I mean? I just lost all my clothes, man. You know what I mean? The police had came. I had to leave all my suits and shit up in that goddamn apartment or that house or that damn hotel room. I ain't got no suits or nothing to campaign in. Damn, man, how am I knocking this? Damn, how am I make something out of this? Damn, man, niggas ain't answering the phone. Motherfuckers that I took care of when I was on, when I was sitting over there jugging and, you know what I mean, looking out for it. Now motherfuckers ain't picking up the phone and shit. Man, you cannot look at things, you know what I mean? I want you to keep this like, damn, saying why you read that first script, get this in your spirit. Because in this game, nigga, ain't nobody gonna pat you on your shoulder. Ain't nobody gonna sit up there and encourage you. You better encourage your motherfucking self. And how you gonna do that if you don't got the game to do it with? See, when you got this game, you don't need encouragement, you know what I mean, from others. You can encourage your goddamn self. Now, it's good to have encouragement for others. I'm not shining that. I'm not, disrespecting that. I'm not saying that that's not needed from time to time. But just looking at it from my experience, one of the things that's always been able to take me over, you know what I mean? That's why I never front on it. That's why I never, you know what I mean, hindered myself from conveying that to you. Seeing what you're talking about. Simply when I'm speaking of my holiness experiences and things like that, I don't make up false testimonies and all of that about killing somebody when I was 3 years old and, you know what I mean, how I was the first big meech in the city at 8. And, I don't tell all of that. I give you the real. And I'm telling you that my knowledge and experiences and my wisdom from the word carried me through, even in these streets. When I was on the west side, 15 below zero weather, you know what I mean, and staying at the Cindy Lynn Motel. When you get a chance, go to Google and look up the Cindy Lynn Motel on the west side of the shack. They didn't remodel the place. They got a few little things over. It look a little bit better, now. But at that time, hell no. You know what I mean? Busted and disgusted. On the west side, seeing had to stay at the Cindy Lynn. That's how fucked up it was. Just imagine, in 15 below zero weather, you still got to come up with encouragement and motivation, for these hoes to go out the door and take care of business in 15 below zero weather on that west side of the shack. See, you never, pimp like that. But I just want to let you, right, see, look at Black Enterprise. But I can speak about many bad experiences, but with all the bad experiences and circumstances that I had in the game, one thing that always took me over is I knew that I can't go by what I'm seeing right now. I can't go by this current circumstance, this current hotel that I'm motel, that I'm in right now. Because if I look at the motel that I'm in, if I look at the circumstance and everything that I'm in, man, I'm going to sit up there, man, and give up. So I can't go by that. I got to have faith in my game. I got to have faith in my pimping. I got to keep pimping. I got to keep going. I can't go by what I say. I can't go by sight. I can't go by this bitch that's sitting over there, having seizures and, damn near every 2 seconds. Some of y'all that seen that video, Surviving a Broke Bitch, you already know the circumstance that I'm speaking of. I can't go by that. I'm talking about, man, that bitch was having a seizure like not every day. I'm not going to overdo it. You know what I mean? But, man, damn near all the time. And then I told you about the other bitch. She was going to jail as if that was like she had a mandate from heaven to do so. She was going to jail as if basically she was like her family was there, and that's the only way she could get a reunion or something. Like, I'm talking about damn near almost every day you have a call from. So Just imagine 15 below zero weather. 10, 15 below zero weather. Cindy Lynn, west side of the Chi. You know what I'm saying? Then then I gotta throw that in there. You know, Freeze locked up at the time. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Woo, when I look at, you know what I mean, how far, you know what I mean, this game then brought me. But at the same time, I couldn't see it then from my natural eye. Not in this circumstance. You know, you like, man, you know what I mean? You know, man, how you gonna pimp yourself out of this one, man? You know what I mean? The bitch having seizures and shit. This bitch getting locked up. Look at the money that, you know what I mean, these bitches is coming in here with, man. You know, see, Sin gonna keep it real. One thing we need to do in the game is keep it real on these numbers. Let me just speak 2 seconds before I get back, you know, into what I'm into. But let me just say this, man. A lot of you niggas be lying on your numbers, man. And I don't know why you do that. It's this one nigga, and shout out to New York. I love y'all, but man, the New York representation of the game, man, be lying. Not all of y'all, but a good portion, a good percentage of y'all be lying. And you be lying for nothing. Why you lying? Niggas be on some, you know what I'm saying, you know, the bitch came through, you know what I mean, she gave me 5,000 in 2 days. You know what I mean? Then, you know what I mean, next 3 days, you know what I'm saying, you know, she gave me like 20 racks. Like, damn, P. You know what I mean? You mean that bitch that woo 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 that was with woo 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 woo, and then I had it and woo woo woo. Yeah, you know what I mean? But yeah, she, you know, she came to me, you know what I mean, and she respected the game, you know what I mean? She came in, you know, with the little 20,000 and, you know, hit my hand and I mean, they really be lying. Do you hear what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I said, you know, like P, you hear what you said? Yeah, I know what I'm saying. Yeah, the bitch came with the little 20,000, and you know what I mean. Then I took the bitch, you know what I mean, down to, you know what I mean, to Vegas, man. She was tearing it up, man. She was getting 4 racks every night. P, that bitch was getting 4 racks every night. Yeah, man, she was getting 4 racks every night, man. You know what I mean, y'all. You know, I mean, they just be lying. Lying. It's this one New York nigga, man. He just, when he started talking, man, about different hoes, man, I just be, man, sometimes I have to mute my mic. I remember one time, man, I was live with him, man, on Dino, man, and he was just lying like a motherfucker. I said, man, I don't want to go there. Oh, I don't want to go there. Why are you lying? You lying. You did not check that. Stop it. And I hate when a nigga tell a lie and a bitch just go with it because it make her hoeing look good. Bitch, this nigga lying and you lying too. 2 lying motherfuckers. We don't lie. They never been knocked for a bitch. Sounds good. Right, balance. Oh man, don't get me started on that. I never been knocked for a bitch. Oh my God. Oh my God. Kills me. Wait a minute, P, you been in the game 20 years and you never been knocked before? No, never been knocked. How deep was you? Yeah, about 18 deep. How long did you keep them 18 hoes? For 20 of them. Yeah, about a good 20 years. And nobody gave you a call? Wait a minute, P, I could see if the bitch came back. But I know somebody had to get out of bounds. Somebody had to. No, man. No. That's just how good my game was. That's why y'all need to buy my book. My book, Never Been Knocked. And check 4 racks out of each bitch every night. Buy my new book, you know what I mean, in stores. Check 4 racks every day out of each bitch. Had 18 hoes for 20 years. Never got knocked.com. Yeah, get it from there. Yeah, you can get the book, you know what I mean, from neverbeenknocked.com. You can also check out my other website, you know what I mean, checking 4 racks out of each hoe every night for 20 years out of 18 hoes. Like, the lies that they tell. So look, I'm going to get back, but let me just say this. Stop lying. Please stop lying. It's a vexation to my spirit to hear you lying. See, in this circumstance that I was in, when I'm speaking about one of the Euroclydons that I was facing in the game at that particular time, um, I'm talking about, man, it was terrible. 430, 480, 372, 560. Good night, 800. Bad, which is a terrible night. You know what I mean? But I'm just keeping it ugly and funky with you. I know that all the rest of the pimps that you read about and heard about, they check the rack 4,000, 5,000 every night, their whole career out of each bitch. Their game was just daddy immaculate. I'm here to tell you that at this particular time, Sin was going through ups and downs and turnarounds on that west side of the shack. And then you have to understand, I'm a soft side nigga. You know what I mean? I can't trust these niggas, man. I'm coming, you know what I mean, paying for the room and all of this shit. You know what I mean? And all type of goonish looking motherfucker. No disrespect, but, I get nervous, man, when too many ugly people be around, man. If there's too many Benny Siegel freeway looking motherfuckers coming around, yes, Sin is going to get nervous. I mean, I just don't like too many ugly. It's bad enough that it's one of you. But you know what I mean? Especially if I'm pulling out money, you know what I mean, and I'm paying for something, I really don't like ugly people to be around. And I know you listening like, Sin, I'm one of your subs. I love you. I appreciate this game. But if you know you ugly as hell, and I'm paying for something, please do me a favor. Be far away from me. Step away from me. I don't like ugly people around me when I'm counting money. I don't. Even if I got a debit card, credit card, I'm paying for something, I don't like ugly people around me when I'm doing anything with money. I'm just telling you, I'm not hiding anything. I'm getting my Donald Trump on. I'm just telling the truth. Yes, I'm a racist with ugly people. And yes, I must say that on the west side, you have a lot of niggas, some that don't got no teeth missing, brown and black gums, purple gums, and they just coming in, standing behind me while I'm paying for shit. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm putting it out there. I don't like it. Seeing why you swing on that man, why you get off on that man first. Listen, when it come to ugly people, you have to get off first. You got to don't wait for them to, don't do the Kelpie and just be waiting. No. You get off first. You don't trust ugly people. But no, on some real shit, you know what I mean? And I'm not going to say his name, but this is what I mean by just because you pimping, man, don't cut off, you know what I mean, your niggas, man. Just because they goons or they gang banging or in some shit, when you come back home, make sure that you share, spread love, baby. Because you don't never know when you might need a motherfucker. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Like, oh, P, I hear what you're saying, but I don't come around the homie. They be gang banging or, that nigga still robbing or, that nigga still doing this and this. When you come back home, show love. You never know when you might need a motherfucker. And because of that mentality right there, you know what I mean, that I've been having since I don't know when, I reaped off of that. Because in that fucked up circumstance, I got on the line, you know what I mean, with one of the homies. No, he's not a pimp. Don't got a pimp bone in his body. But he still sat up there and was like, you on where? You going through where? You know what I mean? Because he didn't see me when a nigga was really pimping and having it his way. But now it's funky for me, baby. I'm on the west side and I'm fucked up. And I don't trust these west side niggas. Bring me something, nigga. Yeah, it's just like that. Then I'm in the cold and shit, you know what I mean? I gotta watch, you know what I mean? And be watchful on the blade and shit like that because, you just, on that Washington and Kilbourne, especially during that time, shit can get ugly. So yeah, pray to God, acknowledge God and everything like that, you know what I mean? But Pimp C told y'all a while ago, hey man, keep that pistol, man, fuck a fight. Yeah, you never heard Sin speak against guns. No. If anything, nigga, I told you to pray, you know what I mean, and always be ready for war. What is that? Willing, able, and ready, nigga. Like, no, nigga. Don't be stupid. When David defeated Goliath, he didn't come up to Goliath praying for him. He still got violent. He still took, you understand me, one of the stones. And notice that, let me stop. I ain't gonna do that. But he took one of the stones, you know what I mean, to defeat Goliath. In other words, what did he do? He got violent. Yeah, he praised God and was praying and all of that. But yeah, he didn't defeat Goliath by coming up, you know what I mean? Hallelujah. Glory to God. Lord, I give you the... No, he took that stone and bust that nigga upside the motherfucking head. So what am I saying? He got violent, man. Game affiliated, man. I shouted you out yesterday. Again, bro, I'm very proud of you. You know what I mean? As y'all know, bro, been going viral lately and been seen. They was hating on them hard. Oh, they was hating on him hard. That little ugly fake comedian Ryan, you know what I mean? He was all in the comment section twerking, showing his panties. Oh, they was just hating on my nigga, man. They were just hating, man. There were just so many haters. They were just all in there, man, just hating on the homie, man. Tell somebody and say they was hating on the homie. And you know what I mean? Keep going with your message, man. You know, fuck what a hater got to say. You know, what you got to realize is when you putting the truth about this game or when you putting out the, truth period, it's always going to be some twerkers in the comment section. It be niggas, you got to remember, it be niggas twerking to get the attention of bitches. They'll say things that they don't even mean, they don't even believe in, but they in the comment section saying that just so a stupid, gullible ass, gameless bitch can say, oh my God, I like him. That's so true. Yes, that type of shit. You know what I mean? Press on past them niggas. All them Derek Jackson ass niggas, man, fuck that. Keep putting that shit out. Shout out to Game Affiliated, man. That's my nigga right there. Darnell, man, appreciate that 20, fam. Yeah, I already acknowledged Balance representing this game again. Shout out to my nigga D Nice, man. Early morning game coming in with the 10. Blessings to you. Impulse Travel Adventures, man. Blessings to you, fam. Daryl Brown, Almighty Bumping, man. Punchy. You know what I mean? Calvin up in here. King Rob. Yeah, just twerking all in the comments, man. Doing the percolator. I don't like that shit. Hold on. I wouldn't be myself. Hold on. I wouldn't be myself. I'm sorry. I have to. But it seemed like every time you put the truth of this game out there and you say something powerful or truthful, you know what I mean, about these bitches, anytime you hold these bitches accountable for anything, man, I'm talking about anything, he go, you niggas, man, hold on. Every time you sit up there and you say anything, hold on, where is it at? I'm talking about anytime you sit up there, every time Kevin Samuels or anybody was saying anything that was holding these bitches accountable, you niggas take off y'all panties and y'all just start twerking in the comment section like this.
It's time for the percolator. 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 Percolator.
Just twerking. Stop, you bitch ass nigga. Anytime somebody try to hold these bitches accountable, these niggas get right in the motherfucking comment section like this.
It's time for the percolator.
I'm tired of that shit. You know what I mean? Anytime, I'm not, you know what? I might have to make that a series. Hold that bitch accountable. Anytime a nigga try to hold these bitches accountable, here you niggas come. Just sassy. What that Lotto song say? It's giving bad bitch. It's giving that. You niggas is giving bad bitch. Anytime a nigga hold these motherfucking Boston baked bean head ass bitches accountable, here come one of you dusty shoe ass niggas all in the comment section just twerking your little Bucci, you know what I mean, for a bitch. Man, get your motherfucking catch a grenade for a bitch ass on. Nigga, ain't nobody on that goof ass shit. If she gonna give you the pussy, she gonna give you the pussy. You ain't gotta sit up there and make all of them, baby, you know what I mean? I'll put my coat on the ground, you know, in this motherfucking puddle so you can step up, type of statement ass nigga. You ain't gotta make all these Me Too movement statements, man. Get your bitch ass on. But getting back to this game that I never left, you know, again, man, when you are in a terrible circumstance, in this game, seeing I'm holeless, in this game, seeing I'm doleless, in this game, seeing I'm homeless, in this game, seeing I'm carless, in this game, seeing I'm suitless, in this game, seeing I'm pimp partnerless, I don't have a P part, in this game, you have to look past the sight. You have to look past what you're seeing currently. Because what you're seeing right now just might be a motel. What you're seeing right now just might be the inside of a Greyhound station. What you're seeing right now just might be at a square friend's house. What you're seeing right now just might be inside of a car rental. You might be inside your car because you're living in it currently and temporarily right now. You got to look past that. And you got to maintain the faith in your pimping. You got to maintain the faith in your game. You got to call them things which be not as though they were. Even in a fucked up circumstance, you're going to have to mentally respond and say, I'm going to change my circumstance today. You know why? Because faith is not a tomorrow thing. It's not a next minute thing. Faith is a right now. That's why when I read the scripture to you in Hebrews 11:1, notice this, it said now faith. It didn't say yesterday faith, the past faith, now faith. In other words, right now. And what I'm saying to you that even though I'm speaking in the language of spirituality, reality is even in carnality, this message is still applicable. You don't have to be a religious person. You just got to be real to receive some real game. And real game is knowing that when you're living according to the rules and regulations of this game and maintaining your manhood, maintaining your balls, you're going to be tried on every side. There's going to be some blow ups. You're going to get knocked. You're going to get that phone call. People are going to get in your business unless you got a girlfriend that just so happen to be selling pussy. But I'm talking about niggas that be sitting over there really having hoes though and really pimping according to the rules and regulations of the game. It's going to be some ups and downs and turnarounds, baby. You know, so that's why I told you on yesterday, I don't really be into reading a lot of these dudes' books because a lot of them ain't keeping it real with the game. They not, you know, but I want to also speak not just according to a circumstance as far as financially, but even physically right now. You might be physically out of shape. You might be physically doing things you have no business doing, drinking that, smoking that, eating that. And if you're professing to be a pimp, what you're saying is, I am the master of myself. I am the embodiment of discipline. What you're saying is, I am so disciplined that I can teach a woman discipline. I can take somebody who is not disciplined, such as a woman, and I can empower her to a point where she becomes a disciplined woman. But I'm saying to you now, if you are drinking this, having an overindulgence and smoking that, drinking that, eating that, then how can you exemplify excellence? How can you exemplify discipline when you're not disciplined yourself? You're not disciplining yourself. How you going to teach that to your woman? How you going to teach that to your women? What separates you from the average man? If your teeth, especially in today's day and age, if your teeth is representing the Cleveland Browns or the Los Angeles Lakers, you know, what separates you from the average man? What separates you from the average dusty ass nigga in the streets? What discipline do you have about yourself? You need to be set apart. You need to, when your name is mentioned, you know, you have to be like, when people even think of the Nation of Islam, for a great example, and shout out to the brother Elijah Farrakhan. Some of y'all don't know the brother, but if you go to IG and you look at the brother Elijah Farrakhan, he's a great example of a brother within the Nation of Islam. Well-groomed, in shape, constantly reading, studying, you know what I mean? Whether you agree with the message of the Nation of Islam or Islam, period, one thing that you notice when you see Elijah Farrakhan, you see somebody that is disciplined. You see an individual because, first of all, you can't reach, you know what I mean, that level, you know, of physicality. You can't reach that level, you know what I mean, of spirituality without having some discipline about yourself. The scripture says, study to show thyself approved unto God. How you going to do that when you don't have no discipline? The scripture says, early will I seek thee. How you going to do that when you don't have no discipline? So within the nation, you know what I mean, those brothers have discipline. Seeing, what are you saying to us? We should be Muslims? No, I'm telling you that you should be a disciplined pimp. I'm telling you that you should be a disciplined man. I'm telling you that if you get some discipline with your pimping, you're going to be unstoppable. I'm telling you that if you separate yourself from the average dusty ass nigga that be getting on dinosaurs talking about this pimping, you're going to be unstoppable. Your pimping will be impeccable. That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you that you need discipline about yourself. As the late Kevin Samuel said, and you know, I've been hearing it for years, you know what I mean? The disciplined man, that's the dangerous man. The disciplined man. You need structure. How you gonna bring structure in a woman's life if you don't have structure yourself? You gotta get that right first. Look at you. When a woman look at you, she should be able to see discipline. Right now, look at your face. How does your face look? Is your skin terrible? How does your skin look? How does your teeth look? How does your breath smell? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man, you know, you have to get yourself together, because before you open your mouth, your appearance should be speaking for you. Discipline. The older you get, you should become more disciplined. I told you that in the year of 2023 and for the rest of my life, I'm going to only eat one meal a day. That was something that the Honorable, you know, Elijah Muhammad had taught, you know what I mean, the brothers and sisters within the nation, you know what I mean, for years. But when I heard Elder Mosley, which is a man that I truly love, a great man of God, my father in the Lord, when he said for the last 8 years that he's been only eating one meal a day, and the benefits, he told me about the physical benefits of only eating, you know, one meal a day. And he usually eats around, you know what I mean, 11 o'clock, you know what I mean, in the morning. When he told me that, I said, why should I wait till I get in my 70s to do that? I'm 38 years old. I'm 2 years away from being 40. When I get in my 40s, I still want to look like I'm in my 20s, man. I don't want to look like I'm on a suicide mission by putting that bullshit in my body. I have to eat right. So I'm speaking that in existence. I'm speaking good health in existence. I'm not walking by sight, because if I walk by sight, I'm seeing unhealthy people. I'm seeing people giving up. Sometimes, you know what I mean, as a man, you know, even your women sometimes, that's why you got to stay with the message, because, you know, if you look by sight, you'll get discouraged even by your women. Like, damn, bitch, I told you to do this. I taught you to do this and I told you to do this. And bitch, you keep falling to the wayside. You said that you was going to do this for this long, and you already done sit up there and ate behind my back or did this behind my back or participated, you know what I mean, in something you had no business doing. And bitch, it ain't even been 2 weeks yet. You said you was going to go 30 days with only putting water and fruit in your body. And bitch, here you is on the 12th day sitting over there, you understand me, getting you a steak and cheese sandwich. Bitch, what's wrong with you? You know, but even when they drop off to the wayside, even when they fail, even when they do things that's contrary to what they supposed to be doing as the man, as the leader, as the teacher, you know, you have to continue to be the message that you're bringing. Many of you are messengers, but the women are not taking heed to the message because you're not the message that you're bringing. And because you're not the message that you're bringing, you know, your keep hand don't look like your catch hand. Some of y'all are catching, but you're not maintaining. Your keep hand ain't cool. Some of you, you know what I mean, because of the things that you say out your mouth and, you know, by you being funny, a nice personality, you know what I mean, you knock. You sit up there, you know what I mean, you be having brides, you know. But we come back sometime 2 weeks later, a month later, or a few months later, and you don't have that woman. You don't have that group of women no more. You know why? You know what I mean? Your keep hand ain't looking like your catch hand. It take a man of wisdom. It take a man of discipline, you know, to have, you know, a good keep hand. I told you guys when we first started in the game, Free's keep hand was better than mine. Way better than mine. My catch hand was better than Free's. Freeze would have, you know, 2 broads. You know, he'll get up to 3 every now and then. But seeing I was the one, you know what I mean, constantly, you know, 5 and 6 deep, you know what I mean, and things like that. That was me. Why? Because, no disrespect to my brother, but my mouthpiece was better than his. My personality was better than his. You know what I mean? I was constantly, you know, in a bitch face, you know, but I just couldn't maintain them because I didn't have my man shit together. You know, bride might think, you know, I was handsome, or a bride might thought I was funny, or a bride might thought I was intelligent. But the longer she stayed with me, she found out that, you know what I mean, in certain capacities, Sin had immaturity. She found out in certain capacities that I was green, which I was. I didn't have a year at that time. But at the same time, I lost some very good women in the beginning simply because I didn't have the maturity. I didn't have the wisdom. I didn't have the game at that time. I didn't have my man shit in order at that time. So my keep hand didn't look like my catch hand. I was catching, but I wasn't keeping. I told you about that conversation that I had with T-Mac, and when T was like, you know how T talk, you know, hey, what's going on, man? And, you know, hey, you know, I see you, young pimpin'. Yeah, I see you doing your thing, man. Hey, what happened to that one little bride, you know what I mean, that you had? Man, she was a fine little thing. Oh, man, she blew up. Goddamn, you know, you should have called me, man. You got to stop letting them hoes, you know, blow up, man. You know, call a pimp, man, you know, you know. What happened, you know what I mean, to that other bride? Oh, man, you know what I mean, she was stupid, man. Woo, woo, woo. Hey, goddamn, man. Hey, listen, Sinful, how come every time, you know, I look up, man, you always got a brand new crew, you know, a new bitch or something like that, but you can't never keep none of the bitches, though. What's wrong with you? And see, I never looked at it like that. I just looked at it as, you know what I mean, I'm just knocking it. It didn't matter. And, you know, T said it does matter. You know, that shows how beautiful your pimping is when you can continuously have a woman for years paying your pimping. Not this you know what I mean, month shit, 2 month shit, you know what I mean? And no, that ain't no pimping. You know what I mean? You just going from bride to bride and shit like that. You know what I mean? You got to learn how to make that hoe your woman. You got to learn how to make that hoe your friend. You got to learn how to, you know what I mean, sit up there and show what type of man you is. All of this shit, yeah, that's cool that you got a cool little mouthpiece and personality. But, it speaks volumes, when you can't maintain that. And you just going from bitches to bitches. And, that kind of, it hit me. Because at that time, of course, man, I'm young, man. You know what I mean? 23 years old. You know what I mean? I'm just thinking, man, shit, that's the way it go, man. Fuck the bitch. If she want to blow up, you know what I mean? And whatever, she want to do whatever, man. You know what I mean? It don't matter. Because I will say this. In 2007, in Vegas, man, if you wasn't having hoes, man, something was wrong. Yeah, something was wrong, nigga. There's something really wrong with you around this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Maybe you dead, but going months and a year and years without having no hoe and all of that shit, them niggas was talking about, I ain't know nothing about that, man. But when T had that conversation with me, it did fuck me up because I was like, wow, I never looked at it like that. I had to come to the realization that I didn't have my man shit in order. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. And so a lot of you right now are in, and it's sad that some of you are in that same circumstance and you in your 40s, you in your 50s, oh my God, 60s, oh my God. And you don't have your man shit in order. And it's sad because many of you have certain capabilities and gifts that if you had your man shit in order, you would be a legendary pimp. You would be a pimp on a whole nother dimension with the capabilities and the intellectual capacity that God has given you. If you had your man shit in order, nigga, you would be the next Joe Cato. You would surpass Joe Cato as cold as you is. But due to the fact that you don't have your man shit in order, the game will never see them gifts manifested that's within you because you don't got your man shit in order. So you would just be another average pimp doing average shit, in the game. Instead of doing that shit, on a legendary level because you don't have your man shit in order. It kind of go back, right? Just to, before I get back into what I'm about to get into, it kind of go back to what I was telling you back in the day with Joe Cato and Shantae, and people like Bud and a few other P's who had houses. That's how them niggas was able to have a beautiful keep hand. Why? Because them niggas had houses. What am I saying? They had their man shit in order. So we had a lot of pimps riding around in beautiful cars that was suited and booted with jewelry, but after they leave the blade, they pulling up with their woman or women to a hotel. While Shantae and Bud, you know what I mean, and Joe Cato and all of these guys, they pulling up to big ass houses. The niggas pulling up in mansion homes. And you sitting over there because you trying to keep up with the Joneses, you got to pull up, with the lack in the year or oh my God, God forbid if you pulling up in a Rolls Royce to a hotel. But, some niggas was backwards like that. You have niggas in the game that's backwards like that. They will have the best car with the best jewelry, with the best clothes, but they have no kingdom. If you see how they live in that hotel or, wherever they living, and I didn't seen it, not gonna say no names, but I done seen motherfuckers with the coldest jewelry, with the coldest cars, but he about to go stay in this nice little, little 1-2 bedroom. He about to pretty much stay in a place where you would think the hoe would be staying. This don't look like no place where the pimpin' to be staying. A king is known by the kingdoms. Kingdoms. That's good that you got some beautiful chariots, but what kingdom are you going to? And so that's what, them women, man, was like, man, I should be with Shantae, or I should be with Bud, or I should be with Joe Cato. I should be, you know why? Because they putting women in places. They women got in condos. They women in houses. They women driving this and driving that. I need to be with that person. What am I saying? Them niggas had their man shit in order. And that's good that you can pop some game out your mouth. That's good that you got a cold personality, baby. That's good that your catch hand is whoo. But man, that keep hand become just as impeccable as your catch hand when your man shit is in order. When you got that good ass credit, or what I mean, you got the multiple, places and things, where you could take a bitch, you know what I mean, and say, no, you're not staying there. No, you're gonna stay here. Yeah, this is where you're gonna stay at. I'm staying here? Yeah, bitch, you're hoeing like a motherfucker. Why wouldn't you be staying here? And you make that woman happy, and of course, women be talking and stay talking and things like that. Next thing you know, her square friend, now want to become a hoe. All because of the one woman or the women that you're treating well. What am I saying? As a man, you're presiding over your business accordingly. That's how you get 5 deep. That's how you get 8 deep, 10 deep, and whatever deep. When you taking care of that 1 or that 2 or that 3 or whatever you got, you presiding over your business. As a man, you taking care of your business. And when you presiding over your woman or you presiding over your women the way that a man is supposed to accordingly in this game, other women will come. Other women will gravitate. Because they'll see the happiness, they'll see the joy, they'll see the serenity, they'll see the currency that's being spent on this and that and that and this. You know what I mean? Because, you handling your business. But guess what? Even for you right now that's in that current circumstance, that you're in, getting back to that physical, you have to speak that into existence. I don't want you to sit up there right now and look at sight. Because if you look at your sight, as the scripture said, we don't walk by sight. You might be over 200 pounds and you a hoe. You're a woman. You might be over 300, 400, 500 pounds. Oh my God, 600 pounds. Whatever your size may be. You might be a little person that's trying to gain weight, trying to put on muscle. And I'm here to tell you that, we can't walk by sight. We can't look at your current physical circumstance. We got to look past that. We got to walk by faith of this game. I want you to speak it into existence. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? And say, you know what? I'm not waiting until 2023 to start losing weight. I'm starting today. From this day forward, I am not going to put McDonald's and Burger King and all of this bullshit in my body. Today, the love affair with myself starts today. Today the P, today the hoe, today. I'm starting today. I'm not putting that foolishness, that garbage, that destruction in I'm not smoking on that no more. I'm not drinking on that no more. I'm not eating that no more. Where's the water? Where's the fruit? I don't give a fuck about me being 500 this or 400 this or 300 this, 200 this or whatever I know what I'm going to be by this time. I'm not looking at motherfuckers on Instagram saying, ooh, I want to be the best me. And that's going to start today. Speak it into existence right now. We're not walking by sight. We're walking by faith in the game. We're not walking by no sight, because if you walk by sight, you're going to be, imagine David looking at sight when he was looking at Goliath. Imagine Moses looking at the Red Sea, you know what I mean? Like, oh my God, you talking about departing the Red Sea. Lord, do you see this? You can't walk by sight. You got to walk by faith. You got to call them things which be not as though they were. You might be listening to me right now and you in prison. I don't care how much time they gave you. I'm not walking by that. I'm not walking according to your sentence. I'm not speaking according to your sentence. I'm speaking according to the mercies of God on your life. I'm speaking according to the calling that God has put on your life. I'm speaking according to the ministry that God has put on your life. That's what I'm speaking on. I'm speaking on the calling that's greater than any mistake or sin you ever committed or created even in your life. Seeing what you say, yes, the calling is greater than the mistake. The calling is greater than the transgression. The calling is greater than the iniquity. I'm speaking according to your calling. I'm speaking according to your ministry. I'm speaking according to the love that's never going to go bankrupt on your life. That's what I'm speaking according. Seeing they gave me 20 years, I understand that, but I'm speaking by faith right now. Seeing they gave me 10 years, I'm speaking according to faith right. I'm not walking by sight. I'm going by faith. I'm going by the mercies of God. I done faced life sentences before. It was looking ugly for me, terrible for me. But I know about the Holy Ghost. I know about the Spirit of God that yoked the saints up at one service and told them that they was going to that God told me that God is going to get Philip out of the belly of the whale. And this is during the time I'm facing life sentences. Just like I brought Jonah out of the belly of the whale, I'm going to bring him out of the prison. I'm going to bring him out of that. You know, I'm going to get him out of that situation. That gave my mother the peace that she needed at that particular time. So, we can't go by sight. I'm looking past that. As the scripture says, I look towards thee. I'm looking past the hills which come in my help. I'm looking past all of that. You got to look past the liars. You got to look past adversity. You got to look past a correctional facility. You got to look past, a loved one or a friend or, a child or a relative, that's being rebellious or somebody that died or, just anything that you can look at that's tragic right now. You got to look past that. You got to take your eyes off that. You got the wrong sight right now. As the scripture says, therefore, seeing this ministry, you got to see this ministry. You got to see your calling. You got to see your destiny. You're looking at the way things look presently and currently, and I'm telling you that that's temporarily. Get your eyes off that. As one prophet said to another prophet, Lord, open up this man's eyes that he may see. You can get confirmation of that in the book of 2 Kings, the 6th chapter and the 17th verse. Lord, open up this young man's eyes, that he may see. Elijah prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. And the Lord opened the eyes of the young man and he saw. Go check it out for yourself. But again, I just want to say to you, I don't know your physical circumstance, but I know right now that you got the power within you to change it. You might be so big right now, you fighting to get off the couch. You fighting to get out of bed. And that is another reason why, you should, not, participate in that foolishness any longer. Look at what Burger King then did to you. Look at what McDonald's did to you. Look what Popeyes then did to you. Look at what cigarettes then did to you. Look what alcohol then did to you. Let that go. Let that go right now. Let that go right now. I'm serious. This ain't the time, brother. This ain't the time. You know what I mean? Stop. I'm teaching. Let that go right now. When I say let that go, Oh man, let me hold on, brother. I told you. You talking about Drew Down and Easy E video and all of that. What's wrong with you? Hey man, hold on. That's how I know you not in the right state of mind. I'm sitting over here teaching and you talking about Easy E and Drew Down and all of that. No, no, no. God bless. As I had to, there you go. There you go. Let me do that for you. There you go. But again, yeah, the bless his heart. He didn't know no better. Not in the right state of mind. You know, God bless the brother. I'm sitting over here teaching and preaching this game, and he's sitting up here talking about some Drew Downs. Like, help him, Lord. But you know what I mean? Again, I'm speaking according, you know what I mean, to your destiny. I don't care what you currently look like. Seeing I currently look a fool. I currently look a mess. I know. But you don't have to look a fool no more. You have that decision to make today. The game is knocking on your door today. I don't care if you just take the dumbbells and you just start working out with the dumbbells. Seeing I can't run, okay, then jog. Seeing I can't jog, okay, then walk. Whatever you can do right now to exercise, I want you to do that today. Make it easy on yourself, as one songwriter said. Make it easy on yourself. Amen. I want you to do some things that's beneficial, you know what I mean, to the heart. You know, Paranoid Professor, appreciate that 20. Blessings to you. Good looking. Make it easy on yourself. Some of y'all are 2 seconds away from having a heart attack. And you don't even know it. You're in your 30s, you're in your 40s. And if you keep doing the things that you're doing to your body, you're getting ready to die. This message is very serious. You're getting ready to die. You keep eating like that, you keep smoking like that, you keep drinking it, you're going to die before the appointed time for you to die. If there ever was a time to love yourself, today is the day. This is the time. By all means, take heed. As the scripture says, whatever thou doest, do it quickly. This is the day. Don't wait till 2023. You don't know if you got 2023. You need to start today. There's some things that might be going on in your body. If you keep eating that, you keep drinking that, you keep smoking that, you keep doing that, you know what I mean? You're going to sit up there and provoke that. And this is going to happen. And that's going to happen. And by the time you get to the hospital, it's going to be too late. God is sending somebody right now, you know what I mean, to speak words of peace to you. You can have peace right now. You can have mercy today. You can have love today. Take it today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Exercise today. Drink water today. Eat fruit today. Exercise today. Read today. Bless your mind just like you bless your body. The same way you be feeding your body. Feed your mind. Read today. See, I don't like reading. Start today. You don't got no excuse. Why you think even on my Patreon, I be posting all them audio books and things like that? Because I know that certain individuals be struggling with reading. Some people, they mind work differently. So you have individuals, you know what I mean? I told you guys, replace them rap songs with an audio book. The time that you spending, especially when you doing cross-country driving, you about to go cross-country to do some campaigning, you about to do go cross-country to do some obtaining, hey, yeah, turn off the Sugar Free for a minute. Turn off that Larry June for a minute. I didn't say stop listening to it. You know, all of that's good. Sugar Free, Larry June, Freeze, Silky Slim, Rallo, Jay Worthy. You know what I mean? They doing their thing, man. You know, this is good music. I understand. But put on an audio book. Yeah, put on a good audio book, especially if your women, you know, is in the car with you. You know, and listen to some good audio books. You know, I know that when you usually get in the car, You know what I mean? You usually, have the rap music, bumping. You know what I mean? Bitch this, bitch. Fuck, nigga, I'll kill you. Nigga, I'll whoop your ass. Woo, 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 woo. No. Put on a good audio book. Look up somebody. Look up John C. Maxwell. Yeah, look up my boy John C. Maxwell. Pull up that How Successful People Think. Ride around listening to that. Instead of, bumping, what's the girl name? ICD, breathe in, whatever her song get, I don't know. Glorilla, whatever her name. Yeah, turn to Glorilla. You shouldn't even be letting them bitches listen to that any goddamn way. But anyway, turn that off. Turn that off. Yeah, turn that bullshit off. And put in that John C. Maxwell, How Successful People Think. Yeah, put that on. That's a good book. I mean, yeah, good book, good audio book. You know what I mean? Listen to that. That's what I'd rather for you to listen to that, brother. Of course, everybody know Napoleon Hill. You know what I mean? You can pull up some good Napoleon Hill, and ride around and listen to that. I'd rather for you to listen to that than the Glorilla and whatever the girl. She looked like Lil Bow Wow and Lil Mama all together, man. But, turn that shit off. Yeah, put on some Napoleon Hill. Ride around and listen to some Napoleon Hill. Seeing we going from Vegas to Cali, that ain't no ride. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Or maybe you going from LA to the Bay. Or maybe you driving from LA to Seattle. Or maybe you going from Seattle to Minnesota. I don't know. But wherever you going right now, put on some good audio books. Put on that Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. That's good for some hoes to listen to. Do you hear what I'm saying too? That's good for some women, some good students to listen to. My like should have been at 800 by now. Everybody click on the like button and get my likes up. Yeah, get my likes all the way up to 800. Let's touch 800 with the likes. Everybody hit the thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you click on the subscribe and bell. But as you're driving, turn the rap music off. See, you always want to do things that separate you from the next pimp. How many pimps are driving right now, going cross country, and got they hoes listening to Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill? Who? How many, young pimps is riding around and got they hoes listening to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, How to Eat to Live? How many? You see how you can separate yourself from so many people? Or you might sit up there, and have, by Brian Tracy, No Excuses. You can put on that audio book. That's another great audio book for you to listen to. The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. You can sit up there and look at that. These are good audio books to listen to. I know that I'm right now, some of y'all like, oh man, I'll come back when he preaching the game, man. He talking about audio books and all that goofy shit, man. I'm talking about I just want to mash on the hoe, man. He said turn off the Larry June and all of that, man. I had to go. You know what I'm saying? I had to go, man. I just want to mash on a young bitch, man. He's sitting over there with all of the audio books and all of that. And that's cool and everything. You know what I mean? But I just want to mash on the hoe, man. I just want to mash and dash on the hoe, man. I already know. But while you're mashing and dashing or whatever you're doing with the hoe, why not put on the audiobook Secrets of a Millionaire? Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. I can give you some, like I told you, the people on my Patreon, they already know, these are common audiobooks that's posted on my Patreon. And I keep posting it especially even 50 Cent's audiobook. Yeah, you can start like that because a lot of them hoes, you know what I mean, they might, you know, they know 50 because of Power and all of that, especially if you're dealing with young brides, or they might know a few songs here and there. But I must say, the Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter audiobook is very good. Very good. You know, these are things to just separate yourself from everybody else. You know, there's nothing wrong with putting on some good jazz. There's nothing wrong with putting on a good audiobook that's conveying jewels, the real jewelry, the real knowledge, the real wisdom. Getting your women's minds conditioned, you know what I mean, to listen to knowledge, to listen to wisdom. You know, instead of them listening to foolishness and ignorance and, you know, stupidity, you know, and listening to dumbass bitches on Instagram, take all of that from them. While they're in the car and all of that shit like that, I dare you to really pimp. See, what you mean by that, man? I'm checking it, man. I'm checking it like a motherfucker. Hey, I say I dare you to really pimp. Because see, when you're pimping, when you say you're a pimp and you pimping, what you're saying is you have complete dominion over this woman or complete dominion over these women. So if you're really pimping the way that you're saying that, you know, you pimping, then tell them hoes, man, to pay attention and listen, you know, to the game that's being conveyed in that audio book, you know what I mean, while you driving or you letting that hoe drive, whoever driving, but let that audio book sit up there and bump in the ride. Listen to that. Get them off of TikTok. Get them off of Instagram. Get them off of Snapchat. You know what I mean? And be attentive to what's being conveyed in the audiobook. Wake that bitch up. Yeah, now all of a sudden she want to go to sleep. Yeah, bitch, wake up and listen to this game. Now we ain't playing Glorilla with that shit she saying, that bitch, you want to go to sleep. Bitch, wake your funky ass up and listen to this motherfucking game. Wake your bitch, I will smack the dingleberries out your motherfucking. Bitch, listen to this. Now you want to go to sleep. I'm tired. I just feel sleepy. Y'all was that now. Marion TV, man, appreciate that 10. Get them likes up. Salute to this game this morning. Appreciate the 10, man. Good looking. Reading and comprehending concepts in books has helped to develop my conversation with brides because it's those concepts and my understanding that I'm giving to the women. Man, appreciate that, brother. You exactly right. They don't even understand when they be saying, you know, seeing how could I how could I develop my mouthpiece, or, you know what I mean, how could I, you know, have a better mouthpiece, or how could I get one? And they don't even understand, like, how could you ever be great at talking to women when you have no words to even talk with? You don't even have no words to talk with. You don't read. You're not having conversations with intelligent individuals. How could you ever get witty? You don't read the dictionary. What vocabulary do you have? So, you know, again, you know, blessings, brother. You know what I mean? But again, not only do I want you to read or I want you listening to audiobooks, I'm giving you ways to separate yourself from everybody else in the game. Oh, and let me do this. Shout out to those who have sent cash apps, you know, seeing it just be talking. And I'll end up running off at the mouth. But let me take out some time to shout out the brothers that have sent in a cash app. Shout out to my boy Trey with the 5. Stay blessed, P. You know what I mean? Take Fall came in again. The 10 coming in with the 10. Hold on for a minute. Who is this? I think it's Right. Yeah. Okay, brother Wright coming in with the 10. You know what I mean? On the cash app. Appreciate you, brother. Good looking. Hold on for a minute. Rowdy, appreciate that twin, man. You know what I mean? Good looking, Rowdy. And shout out to them future NBA players that you presiding over your sons. And shout out to the holiest coming in with the 100, man. You know what I mean? On the cash app. He coming through like a player. You know? Shout out, man. He coming through like the pimps, the max, the players, man. You know what I mean? With the 100, man. Man, good looking. I appreciate that, famo. Good looking, man. Blessings to you. Hold on. Somebody mentioned Robin. Robin, big head ass up in here. Okay, I see she is. Shout out to Robin. But again, you know, we don't walk by sight. We walk by the faith of this game. We walk by the power of this game. That's what we walk by. Speaking to individuals that's in the lifestyle, but like I said, some things that I'm saying is so powerful that even if you're not in the lifestyle, you can take that. And like I told you, man, you don't want to wait till 2023. Man, when 2023 start, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. If you got that mentality, you already defeated. Because if you really were serious about what you're saying, you would start today. You know what I mean? You would start today. Right, appreciate the 5, man. Good looking. Blessings to you. You would start today. That's exactly why the scripture says now faith. Not yesterday, not, 2028. No, now. Right now. So again, you know what I mean? Whatever physical, I don't know, you know, how you want to look physically, but you can achieve that. You can have that. You can be the best version of yourself by starting today. Seeing, man, it's too late for me, man. I got big ass titties. Listen, you might got big old titty bitties, big old bitties. You know what I mean? You might have titties, you know what I mean, bigger than what's old girl name? Persephone, if I'm saying her name right. And boy, she got some titties. Matter of fact, hold on, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I'm sorry. But when you see that girl Persephone's titties, the one that be with Big Jaw, oh my God. Listen, when you see her titties, this is what her titties gonna make you say when you see her titties. You're gonna be just like this.
Oba Shata. Sheta Bam Sikotabo. Bleba. Ha 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 ha. Oba Shata. Sheta Bam Sikotabo. Bleba. Ha 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 ha. Oba Shata.
I'm telling you, she got them type of titties. That woman has some gang banging ass titties. They're not gang members. Them motherfuckers is gang bangers. She's banging with the titties. All right? I'm not saying she not talented. I'm not saying she not funny. I'm not saying, but I'm telling you the reason why them views and them subs look the way that it does is because them titties is not playing. Them titties is gang banging. She got some gang banging ass titties. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Woo. Clifton, man, appreciate that 5, man. Blessings to you, player. You know what I mean? Brother, I don't even know. This seemed like the tongue that I just sit up there and played. Sharika da Bikini da ba. No. But shout out to I think your name is Zakichi Mangluru. I don't know if I'm saying your name right, brother, but your name sound like a tongue. But appreciate the 5. Y'all can't be sitting over there sending money and be like, okay, appreciate the 10 from brother Plenty-Oba Shandi Kibiobaha. Listen, if your name is Plenty-Oba Shandi Kibiobaha, or Rhonda the Bo Shanda the Bo Koda, or Jaman Mashtida Daba, hey, listen, man, make sure that you simplify your motherfucking name, man. You put your name Lil Key or Lil Ron or something. But all of these tongues y'all trying to have a pimp speak in, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to say, you know what I mean, appreciate the 20 from brother under the boat. I'm not trying to, like, no, You got to get you a name, man, that a motherfucker can pronounce around this bitch, okay? I ain't got time. And I'm not one of the motherfuckers that's not afraid to look stupid. I'm going to let it be known that I can't pronounce your motherfucking name. You know what I mean? Yeah. Shout out to brother Kandadabo Shanada Kidanabai Shanada. Like, no, I'm not. Come on now. I'm not trying to do that, man. I'm not trying to do that, man. Give me a name I can motherfucking pronounce around this bitch. Don't do me like that. But again, you know what I mean? We walk by the faith of this game. So, because we walk by the faith of this game, the faith in your pimping, right now, and I've been saying it, and I'm going to say it again. Not only are you might not, be in the right circumstance, some of you are in a bad circumstance because you're in the wrong environment. You're in the wrong location. You need to move around. You've been doing the same routine, since you started. I know niggas like that. Their whole routine is Cali, Vegas, AZ, maybe, Miami. But that's their whole little routine. That's their whole pimping. Cali, Vegas, AZ, Miami. That's their whole little pimping. And they will scream that they cross-country pimps and they only be in Cali, Vegas, AZ, and Miami. That's their whole pimping. Maybe I might throw a little Seattle in there. You know what I mean? But them places right there, because they be in them places, they be screaming cross-country pimping. And it's like, bro, chill out. You really ain't been nowhere. Bro, chill out. You really didn't. No. Now, I ain't gonna knock you off, you know what I mean? If you getting your money, you getting your money. If it ain't broke, then don't fix it. But again, when you have faith in your game, faith in your pimping, that means that you can go to a whole brand new location that you have never been to, that you don't know nobody at. And you just have faith in your game, faith in your pimping, that when I get here, not only am I going to show up, but the game is going to show up with me and it's going to show out for me. That's pimping. That's the game. I can go to another state. I can go to another country where I don't know nobody. And I'm speaking pimping into existence. I'm going to knock. I'm going to be deep. I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be wealthy. I'm going to be in shape. I am going to be the greatest representation of this game. Speaking pimping into existence. You have the power to do that. You got the power to relinquish that out your mouth. When I get here, I am going to have the baddest. I'm not settling. I'm not just speaking to any just regular bitch. I'm not just trying to have the regular bitch. I'm not trying to have the hoe that anybody can have. I'm not trying to have some little subpar, little weakling, easy knock. She's an easy knock. Anybody can knock her, type of bitch. I'm coming with my intelligence and I'm coming here with my patience. I'm not going nowhere until the game give me what it want to give me in this area. My mind is made up. My heart is fixed. I'm coming out here with the best. I'm going to have me a fresh, beautiful turnout from this area right here. And because of that mind state, because of that mentality, you shall have it. But let me also throw that in there. Yeah, let me stay here for a little bit. When you're talking to a turnout and things don't turn out, immediately, it's not for you to give up. It's not for you to throw in the towel. It's for you to produce more pimping. I'm going to say that again. When you're talking, when you're endeavoring to have a brand new, fresh turnout and things don't turn out immediately, it don't turn out overnight. It's not for you to throw in the towel. It's not for you to say, fuck this bitch, or man, I'm wasting time. It's for you to produce more pimping. It's for you to produce more pimping. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Producing more pimping, more game. Like, man, this bitch, man, she should have been turned out. You know what I mean? Within the week I was talking to her, man. I actually stayed on the phone talking to this bitch a whole hour, man. It's time for this bitch, man, to come on. It's time for this bitch to sit up there and choose right now. I hear what Sin saying, man, but man, fuck that shit, man. I got the motherfucking phone bill due, the light bill due, my car note bill due. I ain't got time to be having patience and all of that shit, man. Bitch better choose up right now. You know? Bitch better sit up there, you understand me, and choose up with me right now. I understand what you feel like. I understand how you feel. You know, but again, listen to what I'm saying to you. We don't walk by sight. If we walk by sight, then you would be right concerning the bills that's due. You would be right concerning the credit bill. You know, maybe you done ran up your credit. You done fucked up your credit. You done did all of this. Saying I need something right now. I understand that. But if you listen to what I'm saying, it not only is the medication for your situation, but it'll give you some mental relaxation that you're in need of. Stop worrying. Be concerned, but don't worry about a motherfucking thing. Because we walk by the faith of our game, because we walk by the faith of our pimping, we don't worry about a motherfucking thing. Don't care what bill is due. Don't care what bitch done blew. We don't motherfucking worry about a damn thing. We don't. If them motherfuckers will get paid when they get paid, it ain't the end of the world. I'm not going to stress myself. I'm not going to allow none of my black hairs to become gray. I'm not going to lose any of my motherfucking hair stressed out, sitting over there worrying about how this going to happen, how I'm going to take care of this, how I'm going to take care of that. It'll be taken care of when I take care of the motherfucker. And to the end, I got pimping to do. I got campaigning to do. How I'm going to do this? How I'm going to do that? Man, the same way that you did this, the same way that you did that, the same way that you produced that, in that circumstance, this ain't no different. You a motherfucking giant. You a giant in this game. You got the power in you, man, to sit up there and speak pimping into existence. I'm going to knock. I'm going to produce. I will not be overtaken by these problems. Why? Because the solution within me is greater than the temporary problems that I'm sitting over there dealing with right now. So I have to stay encouraged. I have to stay in a positive state of mind. I don't give a fuck if the bitch is speaking negative. This bitch is speaking negative. I get on the phone with my so-called P partner or P partners and they speaking negative. I have to stay in a positive state of mind, a pimp state of mind. It could be motherfucking negativity all around me. Come around some pimping, they speaking negative. Speaking to this nigga, he speaking negative. Family member called me, they speaking negative. So-called friend called me, he full of depression. It's depression and negativity all around me, but I gotta continue to mentally respond with this motherfucking game. I can't be sitting over there overwhelmed and overtaken, you know what I mean, by somebody else's depression, somebody else's transgression, somebody else getting into a continuity of speaking negativity. I can't be overtaken by that. I have to produce. I have to produce pimping. I got to produce game. I got to mentally respond in circumstances that regular niggas would emotionally react. That's what separates me, you know what I mean, from the average nigga. That's what separates me from these squares. My heart ain't in the motherfucking driver's seat of my life. Nigga, the game is. That's a pimp. That's a pimp. That's a man. I don't care what bill is due. I don't care what bitch done blew. I don't care if I just got knocked. I don't care if I just lost this car, just lost this house. Man, it might have got so ugly, you might have had to take some jewelry to the pawn shop. It get funky sometime. I don't know how ugly it is right now, but what I'm telling you is, hey man, we're not walking by that. I'm not going by sight. I'm not going to be dismayed. I'm not going to be discouraged, you know what I mean, by what I'm going through currently and temporarily. Because this shit got an expiration date on it too. Just like I told you that every run got, you know what I mean, an expiration date. Yeah, man, you know, these ups and downs and turnarounds, you know what I mean, these bad circumstances got an expiration date too. I'm going to keep pressing. I'm going to keep staying in a pimp state of mind. I ain't got time to sit up there and conduct myself like some goddamn square and be crying about shit that I can't change. I got pimping to do. That's for the bitch to be sitting over there crying and, you know, wondering and all of that goofy shit. I ain't got to wonder about shit. You know what I mean? Pimping got me into this, pimping get me out. That's a pimp's mind. The game gonna get me out of this. The game ain't gonna allow me to be in no circumstance that I can't pimp myself out of, that the game can't get me out of. You know? I'm not in no circumstance that's so insurmountable. It's just so fucked up that the game can't get me out of this. Man, you done lost your mind. Watch me pimp out of this situation. Watch you come back and I'm gonna be shining. Like, damn, we just seen that nigga fucked up. Damn, man, I just seen that nigga, man. You know what I mean? Damn, Pete was in a fucking pro club in some jogging pants. You know what I mean? And some beat up ones the other day, man. Now he back suited and booted, all manicured and pedicured up, man. Cologne smelling and got a wave in his hair for each day of the year. Oh my God. That's how the game go. That's how the game go. You know what I mean? Stay by the stuff. What am I saying? Pimp accordingly. Don't worry about a motherfucking thing. Yeah, we concerned, but we don't worry about a motherfucking thing. Worrying is sin against the game. We don't worry about shit. Because when you worrying, you challenging, you second guessing your pimping. You second guessing your faith in the game. I'm not worried about a motherfucking thing. How could you be so calm? How could you be so peaceful? How could you be so pimpish? You know what I mean? With this going on, you just got knocked, or that bitch just blew, or you just lost that, or you just lost that, or you just lost this, you just lost it. Yeah, but I didn't lose my game though. I didn't lose my pimping though. I didn't lose my joy and love for the game though. So if I ain't lost that, I ain't lost a motherfucking thing, nigga. If I just lost some money, if I just lost some hoes and some materialistic things, man, I ain't lost a motherfucking thing, man. I'm not walking by that. I'm not walking by the things that I lost. I'm not living day to day thinking about, you understand me, the bitch that blew and the bitch that got, nigga. I'm walking by faith, not by sight. I walk by faith of my game, faith in my pimping. I don't live by that. I don't have no malice. I don't have no hate in my heart. I'm not bitter. I'm better. I knew the crucifixion would come before the resurrection. I knew I had to get crucified before I got glorified in this shit, nigga. I knew what came with it when I got into it. I'm not one of them's. I'm not going to crumble and hit what we going to do. And I'm crying with the bitch. What is we going to do? I'm not one of them niggas. I'm a man. You might say I'm a carnal man. You might say I'm an evil man. You might say I'm a pimp man. You might say whatever. But just know that I'm a man. Whatever circumstance, whatever lifestyle that I'm in, I'm a man. What am I saying? I'm the truth. What does the truth do? Remain the same. So whatever circumstance that I'm in, I'm going to have faith in my pimping and faith in my game that whatever bad circumstance I'm in, you know what I mean, watch my pimping turn this shit around. Watch the game turn this shit around. And when I say, you know, I'm not just speaking financially, I was speaking physically. I was speaking in other capacities as well. I ain't just talking about no small shit like money. I'm not talking about no small shit like materialistic things. I'm not talking about no small shit, you know what I mean, like these hoes blowing up or a hoe get knocked. Nigga, that's small shit. You know, I'm talking about this big shit, you know what I mean, concerning, you know what I mean, my health, my spirit, my well-being, my mental state of mind. You know what I mean? I'm not speaking about no small shit, green papers with dead hypocrites on it, or a bitch sitting over there, you know what I mean, choosing up, you know what I mean, on these mistakes, these frosting flakes ass niggas. I'm not thinking about that goofy ass shit. Nigga, that's small shit to a giant. You know? So when you see me, because I'm in a faith state of mind with my game and my pimping, and when you see me having a large following like King Solomon, or you see me sitting over there checking it like the house on fire and shit, and the reason why I'm not screaming and, you know, hollering, you know, and thanking my because this was supposed to happen. What do you mean by that? Yeah, everything that's happening is supposed to happen. I'm supposed to be rich. I'm supposed to be in shape. I'm supposed to have hoes. I'm supposed to sit up there and have excellent credit. You know what I mean? I already spoke this shit in existence. I told you that it was happening. Only person that was second guessing and doubting was your doubting Thomas ass. But nigga, not one motherfucking time did I doubt my pimping. Not one motherfucking time, nigga, did I doubt my manhood, my principles and shit. Nigga, I already knew that I was the man. It was prophesied to nigga before I was born that I was gonna do the shit that I was gonna do. I'm not like you. I'm really blessed around this motherfucker. That's the only mentality to have, young pimp. You know what I mean? That's it. I'm blessed. I'm chosen. I'm that one. You know? I don't give a fuck about my circumstance right now, man. I'm about to change. That's gonna change, man. I'm not with that. That's for the bitch to be like, but look at this circumstance. Look at what we don't have. You know, that's the bitch. You know what I mean? I don't walk by what by sight, by natural eye. You know, that's a trick's vision. That's a square's vision. I'm a pimp. You know, I see past that. So you can put me in a ghetto. You can put me in a bad circumstance. You can put me in a bad environment. And I'm going to still come out that situation as pure gold, motherfucker. Why? You know what I mean? Because I am pure gold. God made me that. Blessed me to be that. And guess what? Every pure gold got to what? Go through the fire. So I already knew that I had to be tested. I already knew that, you understand me, I was going to go through this and, you know, I had to go through it to get to it. Man, come on. I knew motherfuckers was going to lie on me. I knew individuals in the gang was going to wear that cheap perfume called jealousy concerning me. I mean, look how blessed I am. Wouldn't you want to, I would be sitting over there hating and wearing that cheap perfume called jealousy and envy pertaining to me if I was you too. I have faith in my game. I have faith in my pimping. When you got faith in your game, you can have $0 in your pocket. You might got $2 by the grace of God to your name. But when you really got faith in your game, you can walk up to the baddest bitch that got everything going on from the outside looking in. And you can walk up to that bitch and sit up there and give her an all-you-can-hear buffet in the eardrum, you know what I mean, of this gorgeous-ass, beautiful, got it going on, credit, businesses, and all that, and end up knocking that bitch when you really got faith in your game. Oh, sin talking nonsense. Ain't no attractive, beautiful woman that got everything going on about to listen to a nigga that ain't got nothing going on. Yeah, that's how a square thing. That's how a trick thing. Yeah, but this game, man, with this game, you can make the impossible possible. Why? Because it was never impossible with this game. The game trumped all of that. You know what I mean? Oh, man, she too bad, man. Look at what she just drove up in. Come on, man. That's the new 2022, man. Maybach Benz, man. She ain't about to fuck with you. That's how a square thing. That's how a trick-minded motherfucker think. As a man thinking, so is he. That's why he could never have a bitch like that. That's why he could never have money like that. That's why he could never ball like that. That's why he can't be fly like that, because he think like that. As a man thinking, so is he. If you think, you know what I mean, like a common ass square, if you think like a common trick, if you think like a motherfucker that can't have a badass bitch unless you got a great situation, then that's what's gonna be in your life. But nigga, as for me, yeah, nigga, I can sit up there and walk up to the baddest bitch with $0 in my pocket. You understand me? With Air Force Ones, you know what I mean? A little bit ran over and shit in some jogging pants in this motherfucking white pro club and get at this bitch and still sit up there and knock, nigga. Because I got this game. While you sitting over there listening to dating coaches and all of these trick ass motherfuckers on YouTube and shit, you know what I mean, acting like they got a blueprint on how to knock women, and they don't even be having women in real life and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, this motherfuckers in real life, man, you know what I mean? They really had these situations that I'm speaking of. Even though he ended up doing some buster shit, you know, later on, I got to speak on this situation because it really was some cold shit when he did it. And that's that nigga Charles Cosby. If I'm saying this, it's either Crosby or Cosby. But when he knocked, you know what I mean, that Blanco bitch, you know what I mean, when he wrote her while she was in pen, in prison, in the pen and shit, yeah, he had faith in his game. He was spitting some cold macking at the bitch and macked at that bitch and ended up having that bitch. Ended up having her. Spit some cold macking in them motherfucking letters and shit. You know what I mean? And knocked one of the coldest, you understand me, queen pins ever, nigga. Macking at that bitch. Come on, man. Don't sit up there and tell me what this motherfucking game don't do. You know what I mean? Come on. Knock the coldest motherfucker at that time, the coldest queen drug pen in the game at that time, just spitting some cold macking, you understand me, in that letter, man. Miss me with that bullshit. That's your goofy ass that think that you can't have this and that and that. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Miss me with that bullshit, man. I can get into some cold examples, man. Hey, my mind go back, you know what I mean, to my nigga Diamond. Yeah, man, that nigga Diamond was something else. Yeah, Grazilla Blanco, thank you, bro. But my mind go back, you know what I mean, to my nigga Diamond, man, because Diamond always used to stay on us. Hey, get my likes to 900. We should have already really been by 1,000. But, you know what I mean? Yeah, go ahead and get my likes all the way up. But, yeah, my mind go back to Diamond, right? Because he always used to be on me and Freeze, man. You know, he used to say things like, and I don't agree, but I just got to keep it 100 with the game, what he used to say, right? Diamond used to be like, hey, man, what's up with you and Freeze, man? Y'all be sitting over there getting at them, you know what I mean, them motherfucking black bitches and shit like that. Man, y'all white bitch pimps. He used to say that all the time. Hey, man, y'all white bitch pimps, man. Y'all supposed to be fucking with the snow. Because I told you, you know what I mean, my first real actual up and down official beneficial hoe, man, you know, was a Samoan bitch. But I was mostly known when I first came in the game really for having a lot of black hoes. You know, and he was like, man, you and Freeze, man, y'all supposed to be having the snow, man. Yeah, y'all supposed to be having the snow. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, you know, you sitting over there fucking with them black bitches, man. You supposed to be fucking with the snow. Now, this is what I'm going to tell you. Diamond was no pretty boy. He was not a pretty boy. He was not a man that, you know, a lot of women would look at in the face and be like, ooh, he gorgeous, or ooh, he fine as hell, and none of that. Before Diamond got in the game, Diamond was a gangbanger. All right? Appreciate that 5, man. Good looking. Diamond was a gangbanger, you know, but when he got into this pimping, man, he just really started having snow. He started having snow. You know, I'm a Chicago nigga, man. I come to the West Coast, man. You know, this was blowing my mind. This was what was showing me, man. Hey, all them looks and all of that shit. Yeah, look will make a woman look, but that ain't gonna, you gotta have some game coming out your mouth. This an ugly game banging ass nigga, you know what I mean, that are giving his life to the game, man, and start having snow. You know, blew my mind away, man, you know what I mean? So, I told y'all about that one time, you know, before I'm gonna tell you about this other time, but let me go back to this one time I came in Denny's, and this is 2007 in Vegas, man. I come up in that Denny's and shit, and Diamond sitting with 2 of the baddest white bitches. 2 of the baddest motherfucking white hoes. You know what I mean? I'm just like, he see the way I was looking. He's like, see, you sitting up there smiling and shit, but this what you supposed to have. This what that motherfucking hard work and campaigning do, man. You know, about this pimping, man. You know, really staying at a bitch, man. You know what I mean? Getting at a bitch ear. He talking hella shit, right? You know, now of course, if you know me, you know that I've always been into black women, and let's just be real, that ain't gonna stop, you know. Um, but I'm just showing you that these motherfucking hoes that Diamond used to have, and even the last time I seen him, he was still having nothing but the snow. He got some baby mamas that's bad as hell. You know what I mean? And I just gotta keep it real. Diamond is not, no. Diamond ugly than a motherfucker. But guess what? Diamond stayed having some of the baddest motherfucking white hoes. So what am I saying? All them looks and shit, I mean, that's good. We're not going to sit up there and diminish that, or disrespect that, abolish that. No. If you a handsome guy or you pretty and all, you can use that to your advantage. You can use that in your campaign. You know, a woman wanting to fuck you, you know, as Gorgeous Dre would say, you know, that's half of the battle. You know what I mean? That she want to fuck you. Now you got to intensify her desire to get the bitch to want to fuck with you. But for the niggas that's ugly as hell, that ain't got nothing but some beautiful game proceeding out of their mouth, they gonna have to pimp campaign a little bit harder. And I'm just using Diamond as one of the coldest motherfucking examples, you know what I mean, for it though. Cause he stayed with the snow. I could call Freeze right now, and without any rehearse or anything, all I gotta do is mention P name, and he gonna be like, oh man, you know, stayed on that. Matter of fact, he was one of the ones, now that I think about it, Diamond was the one preaching that to us in 07. When y'all gonna go to Minnesota, man? When y'all gonna go to Minnesota, man? In Minnesota, a pimp just supposed to be, man, playing in the snow, man. Seeing when you go to Minnesota, don't look for nothing else but a badass white bitch. Go and get you some snow, seeing. He said, see, have you had some snow yet? At the time, you know what I mean, I had some little fly-by-nights and shit. He said, nah, I could tell you ain't had a badass white bitch just pay the fuck out you yet and just treat you like the motherfucking king that you is. Once you sit up there and have a group of badass white bitches, badass white hoes paying you consistently for years and taking care of you like you a god, you would never look at them black bitches the same. This is how he used to talk. He used to sit up there and talk to us like this. You know, we young niggas and shit, man. You know what I mean? In the game and shit, though, right? But even though I don't agree with everything that Diamond used to say, but I had to bring up Diamond because he was one of them ones that somebody might say, hey, he's facially challenged. But guess what? He had game like a motherfucker. So him being ugly and all of that shit didn't even matter. Why? Because he had game. And guess what? Diamond didn't wear suits. Diamond, when you seen him, you knew he was a Cali nigga. Sometime, man, Diamond to have on some motherfucking khakis, nigga. Real shit. I used to see that. Hey, I remember seeing Diamond one time. He had a nice little jersey on with some Dickies, man. And the nigga was knocking badass snow. I ain't talking about no bad cold ass jewelry, no fly ass tailor-made suits, none of that. He still looked like a regular Cali gang banging LA ass nigga, man. You know what I mean? But was sitting over there having some of the baddest white hoes, man. You know what I mean? He was having them white bitches was loving on this man. I just got to give honor when honor's due. If you listening, Diamond, man, you know what I mean? Love from seeing, man. Nah, I ain't never forgot. Those that was pimping and campaigning in that Vegas during that time, you like, yeah, I know exactly who seeing talking about. You know? So, yes, the game trumps all of that. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm ugly. Oh, man, I'm not going by sight. I'm not going by sight. I'm going to knock today. You might go to, matter of fact, if you go to a Shade Room, they just put up a list of men who women are just like head over heels for. They had people like Morris Chestnut, and they had your boy Tay Diggs, who was just throwing his leg up in the air like a bitch and doing all type of gay ass dances. They had Tay Diggs up there. They had all of these actors and shit, right? And so the bitches, they were just going crazy. Hey, guess what? You might not look like none of them niggas, but if you got some game about yourself, that shit don't matter. If you got some game with you, and especially if you got some pimping with you, none of that shit matter, man. None of that shit matter. Because I done seen some guys that women might consider to be pretty boys or gorgeous models and all that type of shit. But them niggas was broke in this pimp game. A lot of guys thought that just because they had some good dick or a nice tongue to eat some pussy with, and women then told them that they was fine as hell before they got in the game, they thought they was gonna get in the pimp game just off of that and be rich, and them be the same niggas that can't even keep a bitch. Them be the same niggas, you know what I mean, that's be broke and some more motherfucking shit. So we can't sit up there, man, and go by looks and shit, because I done seen some niggas that bitches might have considered, square bitches might say, damn, this man fine, or damn, this man handsome, or damn, this nigga a pretty boy, or damn, this nigga look like a model and shit like that. Yeah, but this go to show you, you can't judge this shit by looks, because I know some other niggas that was ugly as hell, you know what I mean, from out the South, you know what I mean, that had a lot of game coming out their mouth. They wasn't pretty boys and, models and all of that type of shit. But guess what? He just had to pimping. And that's why he driving that. That's why he lived there. That's why he wearing that. That's why he eating that. You know what I mean? Because he pimped like that. Yeah. So it just hit different when you got, some pimping with you, when you got some game with you. This shit ain't by sight. No. In that regard, you know what I mean? No, we don't go by sight. And guess what? A real hoe, she not gonna just stay down with a motherfucker because, you know what I mean, he look good. Now, when she first got with him, yeah, you know what I mean, she might have said, you know what, this nigga fine as hell. I'm gonna go do this. But a real hoe, even when she sit up there and backslide and subside, off the game a little while and shit like that, she might get a little pussy tasted. She might ride her face or two, you know what I mean, have a good fun, some good funification with the fornication, you know what I mean, that she having with dude, but she not gonna really give him no real accumulation. Why? Because he ain't no real representation of this motherfucking game. In other words, he ain't no pimping. You know what I mean? So the bitch just over there coming, but she ain't really helping them come up though. And if she do, it's just really temporarily around here. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, you gotta do more than just look good. Looking good ain't good enough. You dig? So again, to the motherfuckers that's listening, you don't want to go by sight. We want to go by game. Even in that regard, we don't walk by sight. We walk by game. We walk by faith. Oh, saying you can't say that. I got a homie, man. You know what I mean? He just look good and woo woo. But what's gonna happen with that bitch in a circumstance with that trick, and she needs some game on how to seduce and reduce that trick for everything that he has? What is she gonna do? Pick up the phone and call a nigga face? What's she gonna do? Call that nigga and say, hey, I'm in this circumstance right now. I'm with this rich trick and I need some game on how to break them. Could you ask your fine ass face, you know what I mean, for the game? Could your fine ass face produce some pimping? Could you please ask your handsome face or your big dick or that tongue that you ate my booty with, you know what I mean? Could you produce some pimping? Could you produce some information for this situation? No. That's why a motherfucking pimp gonna always be a necessity, you know what I mean, to a hoe. Hold on, what you saying in the comment section? Let me check out what you saying. Like the video, blessings. We here one more time. God is good. Ralph, appreciate that, famo. Never leave your faith at home. Damn, Punchy, why you erase that? Damn, Punchy, then you timed the bitch. Damn, man, Punchy must got the phone or something in his pocket. Why did you delete that and times the bitch out for that? Goddamn. What's wrong with my mods, man? Y'all don't like the women? Goddamn, Paulina got timed out earlier, and now we got this little fine, pretty thing, man, that just came up in here, little T the spiritual baddie, just came up in here. It was the next comment, P. What was the next comment? I don't see it. What she say? God damn. Hey, man, listen, man, don't get rid of the bitches, man. Goddamn. If I see something out of place, you know what I mean, let me do some rebuking and shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? But, you know, what matter of fact, what did she say? You know what I mean? Hey, man, we want to keep the bitches around, man. Don't run the bitches away. Goddamn, give me something to look at, man, while I'm teaching and preaching this game, man. I don't want to just see a whole bunch of hard legs in the comment section and shit. Shit. Whatever's incorrect, you know what I mean, we'll correct it. You know what I mean? With the ladies, they ain't saying nothing that, you know what I mean, we can't pimp through. Shout out to Mode or Culture. I respect you for giving 2 hours of influential game. Woman, you gonna respect me regardless. Blessings to the roofers. Blessings to you, Punchy. Shout out to Jackie's big head ass. You know, but getting back to this game that I never left. Hopefully, when she get out on timeout, she'll come back in. You know what I mean? Punchy on the roof, man, shooting bitches. It's the overall message being conveyed is to study. Okay, how can I be a blessing to 3 women as a good man? The mod sniped the mode. Salute, P. Don't do that. Yeah, don't shoot the women, man. Let the women in here. But again, you know, I can give you too many examples of men who were not physically blessed as far as what women would love to look at, what women would consider to be handsome or attractive or eye candy or all that shit. They wasn't that. But these niggas had pimping. These niggas had game with them. And so that's why when you see these guys that you might consider to be ugly, you know what I mean, or fat or short, you know what I mean, or tall and skinny, you know what I mean, whatever, you know, the reason why them niggas stayed, you know what I mean, 5 deep, 10 deep, 15 deep, or mansion homes with the S, or them having millions with the S, you know what I mean, it's because them niggas was doing some pimping. They had some game. I'd rather have game than the best. If you gave me a decision right now, seeing what do you want? We can make you the finest man in the world with the coldest body. We could give you the coldest dick right now. You know what I mean? Give me the coldest dick right now that don't never go soft after becoming hard. You know what I mean? You gonna be the best fucker, you know what I mean, on the planet. And be the finest man. And you give me that and say, or would you rather have this game? Hey, man, you can keep that body, you know what I mean, and that face and all of that shit. Hey, man, that's going to deteriorate. That got an expiration date with it, too. And even if it didn't, give me that game. What am I saying? Give me the knowledge. Give me the wisdom. Give me the exact same thing that God gave Solomon. I'm not asking for a long life or the biggest dick or a fine ass face or to be the coldest gangster or to be the toughest this or any of that. Man, that's regular nigga shit. Give me the game. Give me the knowledge. Give me the wisdom. Give me the outstanding understanding. Give me uncommon information. Give me revelations, Lord. Give me that. I want the exact same thing that Solomon had. I want the exact same thing that Solomon had that made Queen Sheba break herself. You know what I mean? Everything that she had that day when she heard the wisdom of Solomon. That's what I want. Care nothing about that dumbass shit. I'm 38 years old going on eternity, man. I'm not some old young dumbass nigga. Give me the game. Give me the knowledge and wisdom. Give me that. The know-how. Most of you niggas gonna say, fuck that shit. Seeing tripping. Man, with that motherfucking dick, I'm gonna be able to fuck that bitch. You know what I mean? She gonna be like, damn, you still hard? And you fuck cold as hell for a nigga that's in his 50s. I know, huh? I stay with it. I know it's some old niggas right now that's like, man, I got enough game. Hey, man, give me the coldest dick and make me the fattest. There's some old fools listening to me right now. You know what I mean? Talking about, man, Sid done lost his mind, man. He done lost all his marbles, man. If you don't hurry up and make me the finest man and give me that bomb-ass dick, they gonna pick that over the game. I'm telling you. There's some old fools right now that's listening like, man, he tripping. He tripping, talking about all that game. Man, shit, if you give me that motherfucking bomb-ass dick, I don't need no game. These niggas is stupid. You can't take them serious. Okay, Accord Productions, brother, appreciate that 5. You know what I mean? Good looking, man. Appreciate that, fam. Hold on, let me make sure I didn't miss nobody else. I acknowledge that, brother. Sir Q the P, get pimping likes up. Appreciate that 5, man. Ralph, appreciate that 5. Okay, I just had to sit up there, man, and acknowledge the brothers. Appreciate that. Cold Game Dame then came up in here. Shout out to him. Rah. Appreciate that. But again, not trying to keep y'all here for 50,644 years, but I want to drill this in your head. You know what I mean? We walk by the faith of this game. We walk by faith in this pimping. I can go to any location, any country, and knock and do exactly what I'm doing here and pimp. Why? Because I have faith in my game. I have faith in my pimping. I'm not thinking about what it looked like. I'm not looking at what I'm currently and temporarily going through. No, you know what I mean? I'm looking at this game that's within me. I keep my eyes on that. Notice that even in the scripture, in the story, Peter was walking on water. It wasn't until he took his eyes off the prize, which was Christ, that he started falling off. In other words, he moved his sight. He started walking by sight and not by faith. And that's why he fell. You know what I mean? That's why he wasn't walking on water no more. But, I'm telling you right now, some of you guys will be pimping in certain dimensions. If you'll stop looking at, hey, man, I hear what P's saying, but I got this bill that's due. This bitch just blew. I hear what he's saying, but my loved one just died. I just lost a relative. I hear what P's saying, but man, I didn't have a good hoe all 2022. All I had was, situation after situation of dealing with punks, man, and bitches that couldn't stand up to my pimping. I hear what he's saying, but man, I just been going through ups and downs and turnarounds, all throughout the motherfucking year, P. And I'm here to tell you still, with whatever you going through, fuck that. Fuck, what you done went through. I'm telling you, man, what you getting ready to have. Seeing, man, I hear what you saying, man, but man, P, fuck all of that. We speaking nothing but good pimping in existence. We stand with nothing but positive pimp minds, man. That's it. No negativity. We not becoming garbage cans for negativity. We not sitting over there talking about what we used to have and how the game used to be. Man, the game's still beautiful. And it can still be beautiful to us. Change your frame of mind. You know what I mean? Change your frame of mind, man. You sitting over there dwelling and crying and, oh my God, man, I remember a time when the pimps used to look out for pimps. I remember a time when, pimps would be doing bad and, a hoe would look out for them. And, man, fuck all of that soft ass shit. The game is still beautiful. We got some things right now, in the game in 2022 that we didn't have in 1972, 82, and all of that shit. Yeah, I admit, there's some things that we lost out on. I'm not about to fake it on that. You know what I mean? Yeah, some things that, ain't the same no more. But it's some things right now that we have that, man, this is the easiest time to become rich. This is the easiest time to become wealthy. This is the easiest time to have it your way in the game. Take full advantage. Take full advantage. Take your vision. You know, what the scripture says, the people with no vision perish. I'm telling you, the people, not only the people with no vision perish, I'm also telling you, the people that got their vision on the wrong thing perish too. If you constantly just looking at bills and ex-hoes and what could have been and what should have been and what I should have did and all of that shit, hey man, you dwelling in yesterday. Today is a new game. We can't win today's game with yesterday's score. You know what I mean? Come on, man. You thinking about what happened previously. What about what's going on, man, currently right now? If anything, you should have already looked at all the mistakes, all the things that you did that was contrary to wisdom and what you did in the yesterday, and applied and took that gain from them situations to apply today. But to dwell in that, oh man, I should have did this, man. I wasted so much money doing this, and I should have did this when I was having this run, and I bought this instead, and I bought that instead, and we can't dwell on that. You crying about too many motherfucking things that you can't change, baby. You know what I'm saying? Get pimping, man. Yeah, get pimping. Speak some pimping into existence, you know, and apply the game. You know, turn off them songs of depression. Just turn off them thoughts, you know what I mean, of depression that got you still doing transgressions in the game, man. You know what I mean? Stop answering the phone, you know, for individuals that ain't kicking no pimping. You know, if they not doing no pimping, talking no pimping, what you answering the phone for? Especially if you fucked up right now. That's the last person that you need to be talking to is a motherfucker that ain't doing no pimping. You know? You don't need to be talking to no motherfucker that ain't doing no pimping when you ain't doing no pimping. That's two motherfuckers that ain't doing no pimping. he negative, you know. Now, if he positive and he endeavoring to knock, then that's all good. If he got a positive state of pimp mind, if he's in the right pimp mind and endeavoring to knock, that's different. But I'm talking about for them individuals, man, that ain't had a bitch since Jesus was crucified. And every time, you know what I mean, that, you know, some pimping come up, he always speaking on, you know, something that's going to bring like a negative vibe. He's negative and all the bitches is stupid and all these niggas ain't this and this nigga a bitch and that nigga ain't a pimp and this nigga's... You don't need to be around that, especially now. Shake that. Stop answering the phone for that. You know, you need to be around pimps that's pimping. You need to be talking to pimps that's pimping. Because one thing about pimps that's pimping, you know what I mean? If you not pimping, you know what I mean? Motherfucker gonna sit up there, man, and light you on fire when you around niggas that's on fire for the game. It's impossible for me to be on fire about this game and you be around me and you don't catch on fire. Did you hear what I said? If I'm on fire for this game and you around me, that means you gonna catch on fire. Why? Because it's a fire going on. I'm on fire with the game. I got joy unspeakable. Every time you see me, baby, I'm smiling, man. I'm having it my way. I'm knocking. I'm doing my thing. I'm not crying and talking about yesterday. Why? Because I'm too busy enjoying what the game got to offer today. You know? Them the people you need to be around. You need to be around individuals that's not walking by sight, but they walking by the joy of the game, the love of this game, the power of this game, the faith of this game. You know, the faith in they pimping. You know? Not walking by no sight. If you walk by sight, you're going to give up a long time ago. Hold on, somebody sent something. Give me a second. Read this text. Oh, okay. Well, I'll deal with all that later. But let me say this before I go. You know what I mean? Even to the ladies that's listening right now, you got to have faith in your hoeing. And I know Squares be dying with the way that I be talking. Did that nigga say you got to have faith in your hoeing? Yes. A bitch in this game got to have faith in her hoeing every goddamn night. You know what I mean? Before you even step feet on concrete, you got to speak that into existence. I am going to have a great night tonight. I'm going to do some phenomenal hoeing tonight. I'm going to pay the shit out of the pimp that I'm sitting over there allowing to preside over my life tonight. I am the greatest motherfucker. You should be saying that in your spirit and in your heart and releasing it out your motherfucking mouth. I am the greatest hoe to ever live. I'm the greatest female representation of this game. That's how you should be thinking right now. If you really about this game. You know? So while you looking in the mirror and you looking at the reflection of perfection, you looking at your fine ass self and you getting your mind prepared, you know what I mean? You need to be calling it, you know what I mean? You need to be speaking things into existence, calling them things which be not as though they were. You know, hitting big licks from tricks, you know, seducing and reducing motherfuckers for everything that they got. You got to speak that into existence. And not just speaking it just to be speaking it, but sincerely and earnestly meaning it. It's a difference. You know? Listen to exactly what I'm saying right now. I'm going to have a great night. I didn't do all that reading. I didn't do all that working out for nothing. I made sacrifices to look like this. And bitch, when I looked in the motherfucking mirror, I said, goddamn, I got to get paid for looking like this. I have to. You know? I'm speaking to the ladies right now. You got all this ass, all of this motherfucking thighs and titties and beautiful face, but beyond all of that, you have a beautiful mind. You have a great mind. Beyond your beauty, your physical beauty, that's good that you got that. But beyond that, you got a beautiful mind. You got your personality has so much magnetism. Who wouldn't gravitate to you? You know, that's why it's so, you know, contrary, you know, for a woman to be embracing masculinity. That's totally contrary to your nature. You want to embrace femininity, sensitivity. These are weapons. Not no woman acting hard. Now, I will say that there will be some circumstances that if you're not aggressive, you're not going to be progressive in that circumstance. I understand that. But I want you to also understand that, you know, the way you say things softly and releasing it from them beautiful lips with that gorgeous ass face, with them gang banging ass titties, with them hips that say hello before your mouth do. You know what I mean? Wow. What man can deny you? And when you put on that no trick can tell me no, you know what I mean, attire, you know what I mean? You just got to have that mind like, I'm going to get my desire tonight. I'm leaving with everything I came out for. I'm going to get everything that I came out for, and that's everything. That's everything. It ain't one hoe that can out-hoe me. It ain't one hoe that can out-trap me. I run circles around all these motherfucking hoes. Yeah, I've heard some beautiful legendary stories about legendary hoes. And I was impressed. I was compelled when I heard them stories. But there will be no legendary stories that's greater than my legacy in the game. Because I'm the greatest female representation of this game. That's the only mindset to have. Number 2 ain't good enough. You know, it's the only mindset to have. I'm with the greatest pimp and I'm the greatest hoe. And, you know what I mean, I didn't get with this man to be number 2. I didn't get with this man for us to just be regular people in the game. I'm not just some bitch that's just using this game because, you know, I didn't want to go get a job. Because a lot of you bitches just in the game because you didn't have the discipline to go get a goddamn job and to keep a job. So you was like, oh, God, I'm lazy and I don't want to sell pussy, but that's better than getting my ass up and working a job. Let me just go ahead and open my legs. Sad, but that is the mentality, you know what I mean, of some of these lazy ass bitches. You know, but I'm talking about the real, authentic, you know, hoes. This is what you do. This is who you are. If he died, if he got killed, if something happened with y'all, you know, it'll be sad, it'll hurt your heart, but you will still be sitting around here catching dates and breaking tricks around this motherfucker because you a goddamn hoe. Yeah, bitch, this really who you is. This ain't no act. This ain't no goddamn Oscar award winning performance around this motherfucker. You a hoe straight up and down. You ain't looking for no boyfriend, and your definition of success and the word husband ain't even in that, bitch. You know what I mean? You like pimping, and you like to be pimped on. You like to be mashed on. Yeah, you like that. That get your pussy wet. You know what I mean? Just listening, you know what I mean, to the profound sounds, you know what I mean, of a motherfucking pimp. You like that type of shit, bitch. You know, you's a hoe. If you could, you would just drink from the fountain of youth and just be a young, beautiful hoe all your goddamn life. You know? And even when you become an older hoe, if you catch a motherfucker slipping, or if you catch a motherfucker that you can break on, guess what you gonna do even in your grandmama stage? Break on that trick. Why? Because you motherfucking possessed by the spirit of hoeing. It's just in you. What is a spirit? An unseen reality that manifests itself in matters that's seen. You got the spirit of hoeing. You're governed. You're possessed. The spirit of hoeing has dominion over you. You a hoe. You ain't in this shit because this nigga cute and got some good ass dick and you say, oh, I'm gonna make him a pimp. No, you not one of these dizzy bitches. You doing this shit for real. You ain't no dizzy ass bitch. You know? So that's exactly why, you know, it's important for the real hoes that's listening to speak good hoeing into existence. I am the greatest representation of this game. I am the greatest representation of this man that I'm fucking with. You know what I mean? I'm the coldest hoe, the most knowledgeable hoe, wise. I'm going to be all of that. I'm going to walk it just like I talk it. I'm going to make while these hoes is asleep, while my wifeys and shit is asleep, man, I'm looking at tutorials, you know what I mean, on YouTube, you know what I mean, about credit. I'm looking at things, man, pertaining to how to start a business, how to maintain a successful business. I'm doing things in the game that the average hoe ain't doing. I'm really trying to do some real hoeing around here. I'm looking at things of value because I know that every watch that's worth over $500,000 or worth over $1 million don't got diamonds on it. And it don't say Rolex. I got to know what value looks like. I got to know what the money looks like. I got to know what money smell like. I got to know how to conduct myself, you know, as a woman of elegance, you know what I mean, when I'm around these type of people. Like, I got to know how to move. So you's a real hoe, you know? And so that's why you need to be speaking that into existence every goddamn day. You know what I mean? I am going to be the greatest hoe that ever lived. That's why I can't eat that. That's why I can't smoke that. That's why I can't drink that. You know, I got to live life, you know what I mean, like as if I was a R&B singer or an actress and things like that. I got to keep my body looking a certain way. I got to keep my face looking a certain way. I got to keep myself looking youthful. You know, so yes, I have to be that knowledgeable, beautiful, you know what I mean, hoe that's always getting into profitable, you know, situations. And I'm going to be speaking it in existence and already acting as if it happened before it happened. They're like, why are you so happy? You know what I mean? Why are you so smiling? Well, first of all, bitch, it's a great day to do some beautiful hoeing. You know, and second of all, which is still first of all, you know what I mean? I'm going to do some beautiful hoeing in it, bitch. You know what I mean? I'm already speaking it into existence. I'm going to have a great night. You know? Now, why you ain't as happy as I am? You know? Is this you live? Yeah, Pauline, I'm live, baby. Why? You know, that's why you hit the live chat and came up in here to see the thing and say live. If you got a live thing on it and it's red, yeah, that's live, baby. Yeah, we live. You know, like them girls be saying on Facebook, hey, live, hey, live, hey, hey, Shaustina. Girl, yes, I have not seen you. Y'all still on Facebook? That's how them bitches be. Y'all still on Facebook? Yes. Girl, yes. Huh? Who, Tony Mac? He getting out in 3 weeks, girl, but I don't know if I'm going to be bothered with his mess. You know, that's my third baby daddy. I don't know if I'm gonna be bothered with his mess when he get out. The nigga think he gonna stay here, but he got another thing coming when he get out. I'm gonna give him a few food stamps, some pussy, and tell him to get the fuck on about his business. I'm happy that he out, but nigga, I didn't forget what you did. I don't care about you being locked up for 7 years. Girl, what they be thinking? I know, right? Hey, lad. Hey, lad. Oh, shit. I should get Facebook back cracking, though. Especially since they giving a checkout like everybody else. See, y'all wasn't with me in my Facebook days. Some of you were, most of you wasn't. But I should get Facebook back cracking. Shout out to Punchy. Man, Punchy, ever since you set up there, man, and deleted her, man, and got rid of her, she ain't show back up, man. I think she got scared, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to Punchy. That's little bro, though. But, man, I ain't seen her back up in the comment section since, man. I think you hurt her feelings, little bro. She said, man, I ain't coming back up in there no more. Talking about walking by faith. Man, they in there walking by hate. I ain't coming back in there no more. You know, I ain't seen her speak since, man. You know what I mean? Little bro broke her little heart, man. She done went to another motherfucking channel, man. Hey, stop. Y'all gotta stop scaring the ladies away. When the ladies be in here speaking, if they say anything contrary, you know what I mean, to what's right or what something, man, hey, you know what I mean? Give them a little grace and mercy, period. Goddamn, man. You know, why you think I be speaking on square topics and things at the time? It's to get the women here and things like that, man. Don't block the women. Don't be timing out the women. What you doing? Punchy, you are ruthless for that. Man, Punchy ain't give a damn. Punchy make me think a bitch just blew up and he ready to beat up all you hoes. Punchy ready to beat up all you hoes. Be like, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit, man. This bitch just blew up. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to hear none of that. See him preaching this message, you know what I mean? That's cool. He didn't drop jewels and things. But, man, this bitch just blew up. Man, I'm deleting every bitch that say anything stupid. Oh, shit. Shout out to Punchy. Still my nigga. You know, the gamer replay. Shout out to A-List Celeb. You know, but again, as I wrap things, they say, in my closure, as I begin to wrap things up, as I begin to wrap things up and bring things to a close, like, okay, check it out. Whatever you do in life, even though I was speaking to people in the game, but whatever you do, you know what I mean? You have confidence in that which you do. You have confidence in yourself. You speak it into existence before it even happened. I'm about to bring up a film that most of you have never even seen before. Some of y'all too young. But it used to be a film by the name of Pumping Iron. And Arnold Schwarzenegger was the star. And it's this one scene in Pumping Iron. This is my favorite scene in that film. Is he sitting down? Damn, what was his name? The guy that used to play Incredible Hulk. I'm trying to think of his name, but anyway, Arnold was sitting down with this swole dude. Damn, I can't. Damn, this nigga he was bigger. Matter of fact, he was Lou Ferrigno. Thank you, bro. So Arnold was sitting down with Lou Ferrigno and his family. And Arnold said, I called my mother and I was like, Mom, I won. Now, first of all, the match ain't even started yet. It ain't even started yet. But I just want to show you the arrogance, the confidence, the faith that Arnold has in himself and who he is and what he do. He said, I called my mom. I said, Mom, I won. She said, congratulations, Arnold. That was my favorite part. It was so fly. Because Lou and his daddy was speaking and Arnold cut them off and he was like, man, I called my mom. I said, Mom, I won. And she was like, congratulations, Arnold. Like, he said the shit ain't even started yet. The match hasn't even begun. And for Arnold to just be sitting there talking about, yeah, man, I called my mom, man, and say, Mom, I won. You know, congratulations, Arnold. Exactly. That's exactly how we supposed to move. You know, Pete, what's going on? Oh, man, I just sit up there, man, and just came here and I did woo, 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 woo. You know, you're already speaking it in existence. P, you ain't even went to Minnesota yet. Yeah, man, but I already know, man. I'm just seeing it already. I'm about to have 5 of the baddest. I'm about to have nothing but 5 beautiful, you understand me, young women that's ready to get it with no children. With no children. I'm going out there right now and I'm looking for anything, you understand me, that's intelligent, beautiful, attentive, you understand me, young, no motherfucking kids. That's what I want. That's what I'm going to have. Brent, appreciate that 5. I'm not looking for women with drug habits. I'm not looking for a bitch that got 8 kids, 7, none of that. No drug problems, no kids, no none of that. I'm going out here strictly on a turnout mission. And if that nigga sit up there and have that type of mentality, guess what? He gonna end up having it. He done already spoken into existence. And he sincerely means it. And he about to put in the work ethic to have it. So I just want to sit up there, man, and speak some good faith into your game, some good faith into your pimping. That's all. You know what I mean? I appreciate all of y'all, man, for being on one accord, listening to this game. Could you do me the favor, if you haven't already done it? Could you come on one accord and hit the like button? Yeah, if you don't mind, I need everybody to come on one accord, man, and click on the thumbs up button, which we call the like button. Click that like button for me. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, click on the subscribe button and then click that bell. And what you want to do when you click that bell, you want to click on all notifications. So when I go live, you get a notification that I'm live so you can join the live chat and fellowship with the family. You know? Nick, appreciate that. Blessings to you, man. What if I got one ready to step for a P but got 3 kids? I mean, I'm going to just say this to you, man. Hey, man. And I don't mean to sound heartless, but you know, a woman with 3 kids, unless she's a golden glove, unless she's known for really doing some cold stealing around here, or unless she's an elite hoe, you know, with some cold ass clientele or something like that, fam, a bitch with 3 kids, that's an overworked, underpaid situation waiting to happen. A bitch with 3 kids, pimping on a bitch with 3 kids, that's like breaking the bitch for the money. And as soon as she put the money in your hand, you take the money out the bitch hand and put it right back in her hand. Because if you a man, that means that you accept everything that come with that woman. So if she got a child or some children, you not only make decisions that benefit that woman, you have to make decisions that benefit that child or them children. See, some of us, you know, prior to being in the game, some of you had a good mother, a good grandmother. Some of y'all was raised right. So because of you being a good man, and you just might end up knocking an ain't shit ass bitch that's an ain't shit ass mama, you're going to be doing a lot of ass whooping with this bitch if you a good man. Because see, by you loving children, and when you see this woman calling this little boy a bitch, or she calling him a nigga, she talking to this little boy like he a grown ass man, or she sitting over there being completely disrespectful to this little girl, calling her out her name, yeah, you're gonna be sitting over there going to the hair salon. You're gonna become a hairstylist and change that bitch hairstyle, you know, a few times around here. You know, it might become every other day or every week, or maybe, you know, she might be one of them bitches after you rebuke her, she might get some get right. But See, this is what they don't show. This is what squares don't get to see. The squares never get to see the times where, pimps was like, hey, bitch, come here. Or he might not call her that in front of the kids. Hey, come here. Then, took her away from the children and say, hey, don't you ever call that little boy that. Bop. You know what I mean? Oh my God, bitch, be quiet. If I see you sitting over there talking to that little boy, that little girl like that ever again, bitch, I'm going to smack the dingleberries out your motherfucker. Don't you ever do no shit like that. That's a little boy. I don't give a fuck how you feel about his father. But you don't take the feelings that you feel about his motherfucking daddy and sit up there and show that to this little boy. Now you talk to that little boy again, I'm going to put my foot so far up your ass, the strength of God is not going to be able to get it out. Now keep fucking with me. You know what I mean? And come back right out there, you know what I mean? Now she got some get right. She knows she can't talk like that, to that little boy, to that little girl. And see, the children, sometimes, they sit up there, you understand me, and become so clingy to the pimping when that hoe chews up or when she blow up or decide to do some punk shit. The ones that really suffer from the situation is the children because they didn't really got clingy with the pimping. And even though, they might know who their biological father is, mentally, this is really who daddy is. Because when I come home from school, it's the pimping that helped me with my homework. When my mama was talking to me crazy, the pimping sit up there and check my mama. You know what I mean? The pimping sit up there and say, what y'all watching? No, turn that off. Y'all done lost y'all mind, all of these curse words and things like that. You know what I mean? And ain't none of that. Put it back on the Disney Channel. Oh my God, I'm having reruns in my head. What is y'all watching? You ain't got no business watching nothing that say rated R or profanity, violence. No. What's the name? Let us watch it. Mom said it. I don't care what your mama done told you. What I tell you. Yeah. Ain't none of that no more. You know what I mean? You don't watch no profanity. You don't watch nothing. Because, see, this is the way I get down like my grandmama get down. My grandmama didn't allow children to be watching no things with profanity in it. None of that. You know what I mean? You got to remember, I had a mama that was in holiness, and even though my grandmother was a Methodist, and I had more liberty with grandma, but it was just certain things we could never do some of the things that these children doing today. None of those. What? Listening to watching something with profanity in it around? Hell no. Come on now. I'm old. I come from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle days. That was the most violence that we was going to see. Some turtles fighting. That was about it. You know what I mean? But, watching rated R movies with possible sex and all of that. Come on, man. We had to sneak and watch that shit. We can't sit up there and watch it with liberty, and grandmama know or mama know we want. Hell no. These kids be raised different. But we don't allow children to watch anything with profanity, nudity, violence. No, that is a no-no. And so a lot of times the pimping be treating these children better than their own biological mama. But that's another subject. But if she ready to go for you, fam, and you young in the game and you decide to do that, you'll be just like the rest of us. When we first came in the game, you know what I mean? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I done had some trying to make it work situations. But let me just say this. When you really trying to have it all. Now, of course, if you fucked up and you got this bitch that got, some kids that want to fuck with you, you might have, like I told one pimp, hey, man, you might have to make this work. He got kind of mad at, I said, man, you might have to make this work, man. I know you want some fine-ass young tenderoni. You want some beautiful little 21-year-old with no kids. You know what I mean? A beautiful little white blonde ready to get it. But right now, man, you got these two mothers that's ready to sit up there and get it. These fine-ass two little thick mothers. hey man, you might have to put both of these bitches together and make this shit work, man, so a pimp can have something and get in position and have what he really want in possession, you know what I mean, and later in. But for right now, you understand me, hey, better take these mothers, man, and do something. You know, it is what it is. Hey, I'd rather sit up there and take that bitch and do what I'm about to do than ask a jug from you. You know what I mean? I'd rather for that, if that's what you gonna do, or I really, above all of that, I'd rather really just stand on my pee and whatever I spoke out of my mouth and said I was gonna do, regardless of whether this bitch wanna fuck with me or not, I'm not gonna do it. You know, if I say it out of my mouth that I came here and I want the baddest of the bad, then regardless of what bill that needs to be paid, and once the game see how serious I am, I'm not fucking with this bitch that got this child or kids, you know, whatever situation that she may have, you know, because that's just going to be a temporary fix. But it's still a overworked, underpaid situation waiting to happen. No, I'm not ready to be stressed out. I'm ready to be blessed in, you know what I mean, into my next situation, you know, with a beautiful, you know, attractive, no children having ass woman that's ready to be obedient and submissive, you know, to everything that I got to sit up there and teach and preach to her today about this motherfucking game. Because sometimes you might sit up there and say you gonna do something, and then here comes some circumstance, here comes some new situations that you could preside over. You say, you know what, I'm just gonna fuck with this for now, you know what I mean, to pay my bills. I hear what Cian's saying, but you know, this bitch with the 2 kids, with the big ass booty, with the nice titties, with the juicy ass lips and shit, you know what I mean? Plus I ain't had no pussy in a little bit neither. Can we just talk real? Let's just talk real. You know, plus I ain't had no pussy. I know my bills need to be paid. And yeah, I want to pimp, but you know what I mean? I ain't had my dick sucked and I ain't fucked in a little minute too. You know what I mean? So I can, yeah, go ahead and, you know, take her thick ass and, you know what I mean, make it work, you know, for a little bit, you know what I mean, until I sit up there, you know what I mean, to find what I want. And then some of you niggas get into this situation, and then next thing you know, you're not campaigning like you're supposed to. You're not stepping out. You done became daddy daycare. You know what I mean? You taking care of these kids, and that's good that you're a good dude, and you know what I mean, you doing you know, becoming a good father, and you being a Boyce Walkins ass nigga to some kids that's not biologically yours. That's good that you doing all of that, P. But guess what? You ain't doing what you supposed to do, you know what I mean? Because you can't do what you supposed to do, because now you daddy daycare. Now you done got clingy to the kids done got clingy to you, and now, especially if this is your only bitch, you done became that bitch husband without a ring. You done became that bitch boyfriend without her calling you boyfriend. The temperature is on boyfriend, girlfriend. The temperature is on husband and wife. And the only reason why you still screaming pimping, because she just so happened to be selling pussy and giving you the money that you turn right back around and spend on her and her motherfucking kids. Come on, man. No. No. I want to do bad by myself. I'm not trying to be comfortable, you know, because see, that's what some of you want to do. You want to leave an uncomfortable situation to get into a comfortable situation when the temperature's still not pimping and hoeing. I'd rather stay in this discomfort until I get what the game want me to have, rather than to be in this comfortable situation and the temperature is still not pimping and hoeing. You know, and you niggas know what I'm talking about. Yeah, she coming in with some cool little traps, bills being paid, you know, she still look good. You know, she screaming hoeing, you screaming pimping. But y'all really on some Netflix and chill shit behind closed doors, though. Y'all really be rubbing feet together and shit. You know what I'm talking about? The kids really respect and love you. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with that, but they really look at you like they daddy. You know what I mean? And she really look at you like her husband. And you done got so comfortable, you ain't even looking for another hoe. You know what I mean? So this really just your wife. This your boo that just so happen to sell pussy. And even though these ain't biologically your kids, they really your kids now, P. You know? Come on now. You doing, instead of you sitting over there looking to go knock a new hoe, P, you doing TikToks. You doing TikToks with the kids. It ain't nothing wrong. I mean, if that's what you want to do, but you went from, you know what I mean, I'm just going to, you know, be with this situation and, you know what I mean, I'm going to use this and stack up my dough, you know what I mean, to get in position and all of this shit. And now you done became a real deal father. You're making TikToks with the kids. Come on, man. You was just in the R. Kelly contest with the kids doing the do it till your legs shaking. Y'all was doing them little dances on TikTok together. You know what I mean? Hold on. And see, this is when I knew something was wrong with you. This is why I'm about to leave now. Hold on. When I seen you dance, hold on. When you was in the TikTok video with your new hoe kids, and y'all was dancing to hold on. Yeah, when I was like, nah, P, that ain't what you should be doing. But when I seen you sitting over there dancing, I was like, nah, P, you done got way too comfortable in that situation. Hold on. And when you was dancing with them kids in that TikTok video, and this was playing. On that demon time, boy, this or to some his soul. Hold on. Boy, this or to some cold. Put that guac on them, got them curling. I look so good off the mic. Put it on them. Energize the bunny, we be fucking till the morning. Y'all snatch. He wanna dive in it. He wanna dive in it. His soul. He wanna dive in it. He wanna dive. Snatch. He wanna dive in it. He wanna dive in it. His soul. He wanna dive in it. He wanna dive. I'm a grown woman. You shouldn't have been dancing with them kids in that TikTok video talking about you want to dive in it. P, like, that's when you know you had went way too far. We went way too far, baby. You know what I mean? You talking about he snatched, he sold. Like, why did you do your hand like that with the little girl? P, come on, man. You supposed to be a vet on Bissonnette, campaigning for your next hoe, and you sitting over there doing TikToks with the little girl, and y'all doing cheerleader dances talking about he want to dive in it. Come on, man. You got, come on, P. P. The temperature of pimping is gone. This is a husband and wife, boyfriend, girl. You done really became these kids' daddy. You at the baseball game screaming, come on, little Robbie. Come on, man. All right, little Rah-Rah. I mean, I say look because I just said that. Rah-Rah, appreciate the 10, man. Good looking, fam. Appreciate that. Hold on. All right, let me make sure. Scorpio woman. Hey, baby, I ain't seen your pretty ass in a minute. But you shouldn't be doing them TikToks, man. You know what I mean? With them little girls talking about some he want to dive in it, and y'all just doing them cheerleader dances. Man, P, come on, man. Get back pimping, man. Goddamn, P, man. But I love the kids, man. They love me, man. And you know what I mean? And I have been looking for, they always say that, I have been looking for another hoe. It's just that ain't nothing sticking right now. Man, knock it off. Before you know it, you can't even have another bitch. And some of y'all know, oh, that's a whole nother video. Let me leave that alone. Some of y'all can't even have another bitch. If you knock another bitch right now, that bitch gonna start acting strange. She gonna sit up there and start rolling her eyes, you know what I mean, and acting stupid, and your money gonna get slower, nigga. Like, knock it off. Some of you niggas are screaming, pimping, and you can't even have another hoe. You can't even have another bitch. You know? All right, hold on. Let me stop. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of died laughing on that part. Niggas is doing TikTok talking about, he wanna dive in it, he wanna dive. Snatched. The way you did your hand on that part, snatch. He's home. Oh shit. You a pimp. You ain't got no business dancing talking about he wanna dive in it. What the fuck? But talking about P, I had to, it was just a TikTok. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Yeah, some of y'all totally out of the spirit of pimping, man. Totally out of the spirit of pimping. You know what I mean? Doing all them cheerleader dances with their right, spicy as hell. Talking about, man, I'm just bonding, man, with the kids. Nah, you using them kids for an excuse for something that you had got enjoyment in. You shouldn't have been dancing like that on TikTok, P. Get your life together. But anyway, listen, man. Blessings to everybody. You know what I mean? In spite of your current, temporary situation, again, we not walking by sight, by the things we see or by the current things that we going through. We walking by the faith of this game. We walking by the faith of this pimping, man. Oh, and by the way, we finally got the feature on this channel now. So I could actually go live and allow you guys to come up. And I think before I do it here, I might do it later on the Sinful to P and Family channel, just to see if anybody want to come up and promote their business or promote their channel or promote their music or whatever you want to promote. You'll have the opportunity and liberty to promote whatever you got going on the Sinful to P and Family channel. So now they got a new feature called Go Live Together. And so I can simply just put the link in the comment section, and it enables anybody and everybody, one at a time, to come on live with me. So I think I'm gonna do it first. We already did it at the Blade Music Videos channel. I'm gonna do it here at the, I am gonna eventually do it here. But prior to me doing it here, I would like to do it at the Sinful to P and Family channel and give you guys an opportunity to promote whatever you got going on, So listen, to my Patreon members, I don't know who wanted me to put Sugar Hill up. And I think it was one more film. What was the film that somebody told me other than Sugar Hill what they wanted? I was going to put up Top Gun Maverick, that's still playing at the theaters, I believe. But it was another film that somebody I think had mentioned. 3 Strikes. Thank you, Denise. Thank you, baby. Yeah, 3 Strikes. Yeah, I got you. I got you today. Yeah, I got you today for sure. It was, fucking up yesterday. I don't know why, but, I got everything cool today, man, Blue Hill Avenue. Nigga, is you even on my Patreon? You talking about some Blue Hill Ave. Even though I might just post that just because it's a classic. Some bitches be looking like that be coming on Dinosaurs. These are the days of our lives. If you know Blue Hill Ave, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Be like, if you ask me, P, how that bitch look? These are the days of our lives. That just how some of them bitches be looking. These are the days of our lives. Us real pimps gotta remember to keep it through and have standards, but no pimp shall discriminate. I wonder how them feeling listening to this, almost like saying sneak this. How did I sneak this? Like, I be feeling like some of you guys be planning. Matter of fact, I gotta block you. Yeah, I think you one of them goofies, or you might be Keisha. If I want to diss some nigga, I'm from Chicago. We don't do no sneak dissing. What are you talking about? Anybody that I ever wanted to destroy or get at, nigga, I mentioned they motherfucking name. And then for those that know me in the game, nigga, in pimp circles or, jail, prison, the streets, anywhere, nigga, you know what I mean? If I sit up there and had a problem with you, nigga, I spoke on it. Nigga, don't you ever disrespect me talking about some sneak dissing. Nigga, when I ever did that? Sneak dissing? That's not even manly. Sneak dissing. After his passing, I don't even know which video you speaking. I got a few videos on FBG Duck. Are you on my Patreon? Yeah, I got him out of here, Peace War. Shout out to you. Bossing up on YouTube. I mean, if you want me to, I can actually pull up the real film instead of that. But if you want to see Bossing Up, I don't have no problem with, letting y'all see it. If that's what you want. Saying they never sneaked it. Yeah, sneak this. What the fuck? Nigga, if I want to sit up there and, you know what? I'm not even going to go there. But sneak this. My name and sneak this and don't even go together. But anyway, man, yeah, that's my cue to get out. You know what I mean? Too many goofies they didn't woke up now. That's why it's good to get up early in the morning. But yeah, the goofies is coming up. They waking up now. Time to get out. But yeah, I'm gonna leave the link to my Patreon in the comment section and give people opportunity. Yeah, come over here. I'm gonna post a lot today, a lot of good game content and a lot of good movies too. That's currently even playing at the theaters. But anyway, man, love you guys, man. I hope y'all live as long as you want and never want as long as you live, man. Y'all be blessed, man. We out of here. I'm gone.